chaos creatures
Indeed, indeed. Alright, I'm gonna start the stream now. Hang
with the
on.
evil turnip kids.
Yeah, right. Just a moment. I can't mute anybody. Well, I can, but I don't feel like messing with the settings. Hello, everyone. We're just going to be getting started in a few moments here. Please excuse us and listen to this great music that you probably already listened to today.
Chaos Adventures got some ref.
He did get some rep, didn't he? Hang on. Let's jump into the... I want to see those comments, if there are any.
I could probably moderate if you want me to, so I can read out stuff. If you just give me a link to the stream.
Sure, just a second here. Enter live studio.
I'll play the role of Cryo today.
Right. As deftly as he did, I'm sure. What the heck is happening in here? What happened to the actual freaking chat? All I want is the chat. Can I just share this with people?
Okay, I got a link to it.
Oh. I was actually going to share this with you and see if this worked, but it's fine. Thank you very much. I don't know if anyone's here, but let me know if you see this.
There's one watching now, and that one person is probably me.
Hello.
And my kingdom.
The Night of the Wind. Welcome, Katon. All right.
Oh my god, did you see the symphony, man?
I actually did not watch it. I was,
Don't screw yourself.
No, that's not my thing, but whatever.
I am triggered.
I know you're triggered. You live in a constant state of being triggered. So, I've heard good things. Currently listening to it right now. Enjoying it. This is, of course, just the waiting music. It actually hasn't started yet. Let me know, are you streaming on Twitch or to the Discord server?
I can stream on both if that's what you want.
You do what you want, man. I wanted to just be able to share your content in real time.
Well, I know it's easier for you, so I'm just gonna do that.
Well, I mean, easier for me. I mean, it's for this is for us. This is not just for me. You're not just doing this for me.
No, I'm saying it's easier for you to stream it from Discord than it is for you to get it through a browser.
Yeah, the browser is just like, there's also lag, and so if I'm commenting on something, people are like, what are you doing? What are you talking about? He did that like 12 minutes ago.
And however, it does mess up your stream a bit because on my end, it looks like your stream is very choppy.
It looks choppy right now?
Yeah, on the stream it does.
On the YouTube stream or on Discord?
Yeah, on the YouTube stream.
Huh. I do think I know what you're talking about. Hang on. What if I were to lower the quality of my stream here on on Discord?
It would probably maybe.
Because I think it might be a graphics card thing. Because I'm using an Ethernet cable, so it's not like it's not too slow. It's plenty fast. It's just a moment. Un momento. Screen. I don't even know how I'm doing this. Oh, derp. Change stream quality. Move it down to 480. I don't know, is that better? Any better? Any better or worse?
Restream.
Restream?
See here, I gotta wait for the stream to catch up.
Yeah, you posted a link to Restream?
Well, it's like so you can see the comments and stuff. You can see the comments from all the channels that we're connected to, but I don't know if that will work or not.
Okay.
I don't even know if you can use it. Oh, you are in here now.
Well, I don't know what's happening.
It doesn't look like there was any improvement.
No improvement? I have a thought.
I knew it. You have thoughts.
Always. Is there a way for me to share content on this thing? It's a bit late to be trying to figure this out for certain. Because for real, what are we doing here?
You have 15 minutes before I got here.
Maybe try. It might be because you're trying to stream at like 60 frames per second.
I've reduced the stream to like 15.
Well, on the stream, I can go up to 60 frames per second.
Oh, you're talking about your thing.
On the YouTube.
On YouTube.
Stream.
I wonder if it's just this video that's doing that. I wonder if it would matter if I switched over to my content. Let's see here. Caton is sharing.
I don't think it would affect the thing because it's running off the same graphics card.
Yeah, just a second though. Let me get this pop-out thing going.
Great. I have to add a fucking.
Oh, you know what? Since all I'm going to be sharing with you, well, you can just look at whatever you happen to want to look at, Rocket. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share only my my Blender thing, and then
Bum, bum, bum,
Screw this.
bum, 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 bum.
Yeah, maybe if you're not like streaming to both YouTube and Discord at the same time, it might help the stream.
Boom, boom.
Discord stream. Why can't I?
Oh, are we streaming right now to the YouTube channel?
Now
Yes.
we got something. Now it's looking a lot better.
Why? It is? I didn't do anything. But you know what? Whatever. Just a moment.
What? Whatever. Whatever.
Yep.
I didn't
now
know
it's-
we were streaming to
now it's
YouTube.
Chappy again. Nope, it's back to normal. Okay.
I have no idea what's happening then.
Chappy.
Are you seeing any comments? Is anyone complaining about how choppy it is?
Yeah,
P Square
maybe-
said, what's
maybe
the
if-
issue?
Maybe if you just stopped streaming to Discord and just focused on YouTube, it would probably run a bit smoother.
Yeah, we don't need to watch or stream on
Yeah,
Discord.
we can just deal with the delay. It's not that big of a deal.
Okay. Well, sure, fine. As long as I can do what I'm doing here.
Okay.
Wow, that's taking up the entire screen, as it should not. Alright, sweet. I'm gonna make this a little bit larger. And then... Hello everyone and welcome to the Variable Productivity Livestream. I am your host, Rodalus. The 2 is silent today. I am joined by my co-directors, Katon Uchiha 4525 and the incomparable Rocket Pal Ace. Say hello.
Hi.
Hello, everyone.
Regardless, we keep telling you to turn off the stream on the Discord. You're still live on there. It's probably why it's choppy.
Well, alright. Ruin my fun, will you?
We're making it more fun for the viewers.
The viewers? I'm not doing this for them. Anyway. Alright then.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully that's fine looking. I don't know or understand. Yes, so today we're going to be continuing a little bit of our work on Project Armada. I'm going to continue wrestling with this model in the main screen here, and Katon is going to be doing some artwork for our game. And I think Rocket Pal is going to be doing something, but he won't be sharing it. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I'll be in the background. I'm gonna be working on some more character designs for unannounced character.
Yes.
I'm also gonna be working as a moderator for this stream, so I'll be reading out your guys' comments.
Oh.
So far, everyone has just said hello. So, hello back. You see a running bird. Yes. You saw a running bird. Now you see a picture-in-picture.
Nothing.
And Katon asking me whether or not he's going to be working on something regarding this project. How droll. Let's get to work.
I think that fixed the problem too, and so the stream's looking a lot smoother now. I can see like the cursor being a lot smoother.
Oh, good. That's good. want to make sure that everything's working properly because, you know, what is this stream other than, you know, if you can't see the visuals other than a podcast? No one wants another one of those.
Ooh, yeah, that's silky smooth.
Ah, good.
What?
It's
So
silky
what?
smooth.
We'll
man.
learn Rhodolus.
Don't try to turn this into a teaching moment. You know I don't learn. Let's see here. This is very... I can't see anything, so... Yeah, let's fix that.
Okay.
Okay.
And I can still hear you guys, which is beautiful.
Grand. Okay, good. Hey, Imagination, how's it going? It's been a little while.
I haven't seen you in a couple of decades.
32 decades to be... No. I haven't seen you in generations.
Laugh, laugh, laugh.
Anyway, that's terrible. It's not that bad.
By the way, if I seem kind of quiet, it's because I'm running on 5 hours of sleep.
That's not enough sleep.
What?
You should have taken 5-hour energy. That's right, everyone. Our sponsor for this evening is 5-hour energy drinks. They're not paying us or anything, but I've
My
decided...
heart runs at 120 beats per minute at a default. I don't think I need any more of that.
Yeah, that's probably too many beats per minute. It's usually
Yeah.
like an average adult's like 80 or something at most.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
Really big issue.
Okay. Indeed it has an imagination. Alright, so there's problems with the way I've gotten this eye weighted, and I'm going to do my best to fix it. That's what's happening right now. Just for some reason, when I go into post mode, I can't seem to select anything, even though that's not how that's supposed to work. Oh, that's why. I know why.
It's because it's moving those other bones.
It's
and
okay. So
because it's also rotating them as well.
Give me 1 second.
no, the reason it was
Oh shit, I forgot to clock out of work.
they're like, hey, why are you using work computers to do this? And they're like, well, let's see. That's funny you should ask that.
Work computer.
Oh, I know why. I have
Full
something.
set is a computer work.
Yeah, what's the difference these days, right? Oh, how have things been, you guys in the chat? What's cool with you?
What's crackling
What's crackling, indeed? Yes.
besides fire?
Ha! Fire. That joke was fire. Let me tell you, I found it funny.
Sure you did.
Yeah, it was very entertaining.
Try to find this file. What?
Woo!
Okay. I think I got everything figured out.
Reminds me of friggin' Kingdom Hearts. Not the particular song here, but it's just... Hey, Gonzalo, how's it going? Hey, people, Gonzalo here. Get it? It's a reference.
What?
Okay. Cool. I don't know if I get the reference, unfortunately, Gonzalo. Currently working on the Revival of Sonic Quantum Shards. Quantum Shards. Very cool. What's that for our listening and viewing audience? Because I'm not entirely certain I'm familiar with that project. Please, enlighten us. I think we should probably engage the audience a little bit more. Maybe have them ask them questions about themselves and see what they have to say, and then do our very best to remember to read the responses.
I'm sorry. Whose stream is this?
This is our stream.
Our.
What? You don't agree?
I'm on another level, Robles. You can't compare to me.
You're
You're not even good enough to be my fake.
You're out there somewhere, and I can't argue with that. Like, you out there, you were like just a whole different type of person that I never thought I was gonna meet in life. I'm like, surely, only people like him only exist in comic books.
People like me? What is that supposed to mean?
Tragic heroic figures, you know. That's what
Tragic.
I was. Yeah. Sweet Dreams. I know that song. Okay, there's a reason I had it the way I did. As you go, don't you know that, baby? Every soul, and you need that, baby, oh.
I just love it when you forget the password to your Twitch account.
Sonic Paradox ruined this theme for me with their Sonic Shits segment.
Oh, I don't know if I actually.
Look at the garbage we have made, beautifully horrid.
Oh, I don't think I actually listened to that one. Quantum Shards is a project that was planned to be a webcomic a while back, but it proved to be too ambitious for me at the time. Now me and the Animagination team will be reviving it as an audio drama. Ooh, very cool. That wasn't that thing you were talking to me about before, was it? I hope not. Very sorry. No, it wasn't. That's entirely something different. It's a reference to Seth Zintek, an African warlord. Okay.
African?
I don't. Hey, people, Gonzalo here. So he was just like, hey, people, Seth Zintek, African warlord here. I feel like he might be making fun of me right now. Making jokes at my expense. But cool. Cool. Remove.
Okay, I think I got everything up now.
Good.
Everything just likes to be against me.
Everything's. Oh, I know the feeling. Whenever I'm
Here
trying.
at Project Armada, we always push through and persevere.
Sure. Here at Project Armada, we blame the world for our problems and can claim that it's out to get us. And we push through and persevere. And we often succeed because, as it turns out, it wasn't. Sure.
I just like this acronym you have going on. We.
Acronym. Okay. Never mind. I'm not gonna follow up on that question. I'm gonna let you have this one. You didn't win. I just refuse to participate.
We're getting really close to my favorite part of this symphony.
Oh.
The Crush 40 part, right?
No.
Oh. I guess I'll go screw myself then.
I mean, you don't have to, but.
But surely it wasn't the colors
after
part.
Right after this part right here.
It follows the alternate ending of Sonic Forces, where the platform Phantom Ruby and Chaos Emerald merge, forming
right here.
The Quantum Chords. Oh yes, the opening to Tails Adventure, first level. The what's it? Polloy Forest, on fire. It's just interesting to hear like an orchestral interpretation of that song that I've definitely heard several times. Like, oh, that's an interesting way of doing it.
It was beautiful. It brings a tear to my eye.
That's hot.
Shortly after the new gem shatters into 6 pieces. Now it's Up to the hero. It's the hero's job to find the pieces before they fall into the wrong hands. And by wrong hands, I do mean the egg hands.
And so I know you guys weren't part of the charity stream today, but I made a Sonic OC, and they will go great with Archie and Cage. You want to see her?
Sure.
Where is it? So we did a draw pile, and there were other artists there,
Right.
and I'm the one in the middle. Her name is Beatrice the Wasp.
Beatrice the Wasp.
They
Throwing
named her.
throwing you off. I'm not actually a bee. I'm a wasp. And I got a yellow jacket. Very nice.
A yellow jacket.
It's a dress, I know. Still, just kind of.
Where is this picture?
It's on his. He's streaming it.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, it was for charity, a good cause, and it was fun. I was one of the most awkward persons there because I don't talk to people.
Ah, It's-
Welcome to the club.
it's on full display. No, I'm kidding. You're a natural here in the stream, but you do tend to break off into tangents. But that's kind of that's just the way of things around here. We're all sort of.
I
like
tend to
that.
break off into tangents.
I was
you
saying
just
it's not
focus
too
on the-
different than me.
No, what Caton focuses on in these streams is just belittling us.
Yeah, that's true. And I don't understand how Katon has any friends. I feel like I would have driven
I was
everyone away.
asking myself that the other day.
Like, how sort of.
Because I'm such a horrible person.
Yeah,
Oh.
we're all friends here.
I wouldn't say you're a
Sure.
horrible person. I mean, I generally get along with and like most of the people on Project Armada team. I'm not going to talk about the ones that I don't like. Well, because they're not
Oh,
here
no.
anymore. It's kind of like, well, if you
Oh,
don't
that's
like
great.
them, why are they still on the team? Rodolus is like, well, I don't know. This is entirely made up. I'm not actually making reference to anything real. Let's see what the comments are saying.
You know what? Looking at this, the way you have it set up, I think it might just be easier to make it so there's like an extra point near the center of the nose for each eyelid, and like that way we can manipulate how far it reaches the corner, because I'm noticing a lot of the time when you pull one of those things up, it sort of like makes that like automatic curve.
Right.
What if certain situations we just want to keep it flat?
I can see what you're saying. So what you're suggesting is that instead of having 3 bones in here, we should have maybe 4.
Yeah, it also might be a good idea just to remove the like sort of IK controls you have going on.
So you don't want them to be linked together. You think that it would be better? They're not IK controls. They're just like.
I think it would be easier to work it with them separated, because I think that's also what's messing you up, is because they're constantly rotating and scaling. So that might be more trouble than it's worth.
Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me. I don't know about that last part, but we could give it a shot. Then, of course, they wouldn't be connected to each other anymore. But I guess you don't mind that. You just have to connect them. You'd have to move them separately.
Yeah, I'd still be able to make like if the skinning is good, then I can already tell what the curve is supposed to look like.
All right. Well, we can give it a shot. Let me just turn this off. Alright. Hey, Mecca from the 80s, how are you doing? We're doing alright ourselves. We're just having a little conversation.
You see what's happening there? It's causing like that thing to like stretch out outside the eyelid whenever it's like scaling.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's do something here then. We'll just,
I get the idea of what you were trying to do, to make like a visual reference to know what the curve is supposed to look like.
Well, it's like largely so you could like grab them both at the same time, and they would just be like sort of, they would move together in sequence. But I don't know. What were you saying? Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, like I get that point, but I'd still be able to do it without like the IK situation.
Let's do this by just turning this stuff off for the time being.
Yeah, typically you want IK for whenever you need a body part to stick to something. When it's like a face or anything, you typically don't need that kind of IK sort of situation.
I think my issue right now is that they only go up so high and they start bunching up at the top, so I gotta fix whatever's wrong with that there. And then, yeah. It only goes up so high. Maybe if it went
just
straight to the top.
like if you just gradually smooth it out. And because we no longer have that like IK, and since we no longer have like IK stretching interference, it should be easier to work with. We also need to add that extra bone near the bridge of the nose for each of the eyelids. That way we can control how that corner of the eyelid intersects with the eye socket.
Hang on. Okay. We're gonna do this.
The eye socket.
I'll grab that first, and then secondly, spoiler alert: while Eggman may be present, he's not the main villain, nor is Infinite. Ah, I see. Very well. I guess it's not really spoilers.
I also forgot. I love how they added Mania soundtrack. How do you think the Mania team is reacting to their stuff getting a orchestra mix?
They would probably
Would be fine now.
told beforehand. They're like, "Hey, we're gonna be using your music, so I mean, sure, you made it and it belongs to us, but this probably feels great. Like, hey, this little not a fan game project. It was always a professional project, I suppose, but
Fan game? You need some hot sauce for your mouth.
Hot sauce for my mouth. Now, explain to me how that's gonna do any good, except for being delicious, of course.
Ugh. Okay, ghost pepper. How's about that?
That sounds like abuse. Do you want to hurt me, Katon? Is that the idea here? I thought we were friends.
I'm not saying I want to hurt you. Just because we're on stream, I don't want to say anything that might get me in jail.
And yet, alright, let's see here. Ooh. Let's do this. Ugh. 3 cheers for the letdown. Let's hear it for the heartache. Shout out to those left behind. May they find peace of mind someday.
How?
Can you feel the sunshine? Oh, I know that. I've heard that song. I don't know the words to it. To be honest, I didn't listen to this thing earlier today. I didn't do my Sonic the Hedgehog homework, and I've been sorely lacking.
I don't know how we're friends.
I don't even believe that we are, based on the number of times you've asked that question. Oops. Yeah, supersonic racing. Let the fire burn. Supersonic racing. It's very dramatic. Everybody supersonic racing.
Hello, Gothica. How is my Twitch stream chat doing on this wonderful... What's today? Wednesday afternoon.
It is a Wednesday afternoon. So odd to be doing a stream today. Usually these are done on the weekend. Can I ask a pretty vague question about Speedy? It's not about him or in your story. It's about the overall Archie Speedy character. Sure, shoot. I'll try to answer it to the best of my ability. He didn't show up very much. He was there for a little bit, though. Ask away, Mecha from the 80s, and I will do my best to butcher the question. Excuse me. That sounded like a wolf, like a bark. Who let the dogs out? Made me think so much of like Knights. Like, what is this?
I think this is the Saturn version's final boss fight.
We're gonna redo something here. We're going to.
But it's more like a triumphant mix.
Yeah. Like it's meant to be the end of it. You killed the boss! Congratulations! He did.
It's my dog's birthday. He turned 1 year old. Well, that's beautiful.
Oh.
Cherish all the time you have with your dog.
Congratulations. He won.
Because animals are a precious gift.
He won.
Just look at what we're doing. We're drawing animals.
Yeah. Technically a type of animal. Animal creature. Actually, what are you drawing? I actually can't see his stream at all.
By the looks of it, he's drawing an Eggman logo.
Oh. Just a circle. Circle, circle, dot, dot. I got my cootie shot. Right, it's supposed to be...
I got my COVID shot.
You think that girl is hot? I think I'd rather not. So... What is it? I guess we'll just keep an eye... Oh, I want to fly high.
Yeah. And then it switches to the SA2 remix.
The Tails theme.
I'm gonna do a top-down view. I don't know how this
I legit thought for a sec you were that was Donald Trump.
So wait a minute. Oh jeez. Okay, I can see kind of what you mean, but it looks more like Gru with if his head was flattened out by an iron.
But it has like the overhanging like
the hair. Yeah.
Comb over.
So hang on. You're doing a top down right now.
Or trying to, sure.
Imagine like the topography or like the layout of the island that you drew last time, but like from a top down view as a starting point. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Oh. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm not going to get on your case about that too much. So, like, I imagine that the northern side of it wasn't going to be flat. Like, behind the mountains.
Flat. Ergo, the earth is flat.
That's how it works, bro. So, like, well, whatever. I'm going to let you do what you're doing. I got some things to focus on. But if you have any questions, please... Don't hesitate to ask. Speaking of asking questions, did Mecha from the 80s ask theirs?
Yeah, do you think he is evil? Like Egg Boss level of evil? Someone who is into power gaining things? Or he just fights for the Armada, no matter what side the Armada takes?
And this is...
I think it was just more so fighting for whatever it was to please his father. Because I know that was sort of like a point in the Archie series.
Right, so like definitely like it feels like the Archie version of him was like, I don't necessarily know much about him as an egg boss, like because that was like less, I didn't actually read that, but it seemed to be kind of similar. Thought of himself as, you know, a leader who was definitely out to please his father for certain. Like he was interested in being, you know, the battle lord, that kind of stuff. So I don't think of him as being like evil in the sense of actually being all that interested in ruling the world. Maybe he might want to rule the world Because in a way, all of the egg bosses do, but he wasn't necessarily in charge. Battlelord Cuckoo was.
I don't think he's like intentionally had that sort of mentality. He always just seemed more like he's doing whatever he can to please his father, but he's not exactly okay with like the end game of like when he gets it. Like I imagine he's okay with attempting, but once he gets to it, he doesn't feel okay with himself about what he did in order to get it.
I can sort of
Pick 2.
see that. Hang on. This is take
After
2.
that, my first shot today, I went with Pfizer. Oh, nice.
Oh,
Still haven't gotten mine.
having difficulty scheduling it or something?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Katon's a busy man. Too busy for COVID. It's kept him alive all these years.
COVID if you don't leave your house.
I guess not. What was I gonna say? No, I guess I agree to that. Because he doesn't seem like the type to be all, like, he's not necessarily that kind of a character. Certainly, he was all about Armada stuff in the pre-reboot. He was like, man, Battlebirds is where it's at, you know? But he was not out for world domination either. He was still like...
Yeah, he was just more so protecting the Armada itself and protecting its value.
Yeah, he was really upset about Jet.
Seeking out confrontation.
He was actively upset about Jet, Wave, and Storm leaving the Armada, because in old Archie canon they were defectors, or I don't know if it's defectors is the right word, but they dropped out and they left, and he used to look up to Jet, and Speedy's like, man, I used to look up to you, but I found out you're a piece of garbage. And he's like, nah, I ain't garbage, I'm cool. What are you talking about? So I found that as an interesting piece of character. So
basically any real life idol situation.
Yeah.
So I thought you were cool, but now it's political.
I thought you were cool, but now I hate you. Yeah, so that was his character arc. It was interesting-ish.
It's also surreal hearing the orchestra versions of these 06 themes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I'm surprised how
Crisis City, my man.
I'm also very surprised on how much of 06 they represented in this symphony.
And look, we know the only thing anybody liked about 06 was its music, so we figured we'd just sort of bring that back as much as possible.
And the Infinite theme, man, oh. My
My
heart melted for that weak dude.
You're the weakest guy out here. Oop. Alright, that's fine then. Okay.
Is it me or is the image Catalan's drawing right now remind me of the Blender logo?
It reminded me of a Shieldor, not Shell. What's that thing? The Shell Pokemon? What is that?
Sheldor.
Sheldor. Or...
Oh.
Was it Cloyster?
Lickitung?
Not Lickitung. No, that's the one with the shell on its back, on its tail. That's not the one.
When did you get here?
Just now, apparently. Or maybe earlier. I don't know.
Oh wait, yeah, I think it is Cloyster, because Sheldor is what evolves, is the precursor to Cloyster.
What Pokemon is that on Lickitung's tail, though? It is a different Pokemon, which is kind of ridiculous.
No, you're thinking
Slowbro.
Slowbro. Oh.
Yeah, I was trying to make a joke when I said Lickitung.
Oh. I was thinking about a pink dude, though, and Lickitung is also pink. And then
And he licks you.
when you said that, and I was like, there was a thing on his tail. I'm sure the comments are going nuts right now with my lack of Pokemon knowledge. And would
I only
he,
know the
in
first
theory,
150, and then maybe the little bit after that, and then I
support
stopped.
the idea to roboticize the Armada if he was told to, or no? he would be like, "We are birds, no tin cans with wings, no dice." Yeah, I feel like he'd be very strongly against roboticizing his army. He'd be much more like, if you remember, I don't know if you read Archie comics, but he'd be a lot more like Conquering Storm. She's all like, "Look, I got the roboticization, so my people don't have to, right?" And Eggman's like, "No, all of y'all gonna do it. All y'all gonna be legionized. I'm putting bombs in all y'all skulls." And then he did, and she wasn't happy about that. So like, yeah, I imagine there's like, because not all egg bosses are the same. Some of them are straight up like losers and dorks, like what's her name, Thunderbolt, just complete Eggman simps. And some of them are like, "I'm only doing this because I have to," and some of them are actively trying to subvert him, like Nephthys the Vulture, Wombat Stew. Even though those guys exist in two different canons or like two different
Wombat
eras.
Stew was a good guy. You're thinking of the platypus guy.
Yeah, but he was also like, he was working on the inside. He wasn't actually evil either. He wasn't Wombat Stew though. No, because they were the Down Under Freedom Fighters. But like, what I'm trying to say is that guy who was actually an egg boss, but he was still a member of the Down Under Freedom Fighters, even though he was working for Eggman. He was working from the inside.
Down Under.
If I'm not mistaken about that particular piece of lore. And Nephthys, post-reboot character, was similar. And then you had characters... There's a lot of characters that were kind of the same character, even though they were different people. In, like, you know, the Archie reboot stuff, the post and pre. Because there was Baron Rabot, who was working for Eggman, but he was really just trying to keep his own people safe. Because they were they were Robians that were, once de-roboticized, they were treated poorly by the Sandblast Freedom Fighters. They were like enslaved by them, and then Eggman gave the opportunity to sort of legionize, and it made them, you know, able to take care of themselves. But they weren't necessarily bought into his ideology or any of that kind of stuff. They were just trying to keep it to themselves where they were. And the character that reminds me a lot of that is actually what's her name, Clove the Pronghorn. It's like just like a re-skinned version of that particular concept. Anyway, I didn't finish reading the post-reboot stuff, so maybe she's way different than that. Maybe I have misjudged her character, but I guess I'll just have to read the comics, even though I very much don't want to.
Good luck doing that.
Well, I'll find a way. Don't you worry. Let's see here. Grab this. That's not connected. Okay. So let's see here. Just a second.
I already despised the Archie reboot, and I haven't even got there yet. Yeah, the Archie reboot wasn't as... Like, I feel like the Sonic comics shouldn't have gotten the way they did, because it was just way too lore intensive, and IDW is just no lore at all. So maybe if there was a good balance between a bit lore and not so much lore, then maybe the Sonic comics would do great. Because I think that's a big reason why a lot of people don't read the IDW comics, is because they're not really explaining the world. While with Archie, you have to go back and read hundreds of issues in order to understand where you are in the story.
Sure. I mean, I feel like that there can be an argument made that on either side that IDW is working to create its own lore. I don't know if it is or not. I haven't read any of them, but the
I mean, that's to be fair. The Archie Sonic comic started out as just sort of like a gag comic, and over time it started developing its own lore. So,
so
I guess it's fair to give IDW the benefit of the doubt that it'll develop its own lore over time.
Right.
Yeah. His point is, one's very new.
Yeah. And over time, it'll become impenetrably dense, and people will be all like, "I can't believe it!" You know, like,
also,
it's
we
a
finally
comic book.
we got a remix of Endless Possibilities that's actually an orchestra.
Nice.
Not that fake orchestra shit.
2 years of Sonic Unleashed arc in the 2 years of Sonic Unleashed arc in the post reboot. I know why it happened, but boy, was that long. Yeah, it was quite long, and I don't know, man. I'll be honest with you. I mean, I had struggled because I was in it for the lore, and then all of that stuff that I liked was kind of gone, and it was just like
It was gone. Like, what the hell?
Like, I get you're trying to make it cleaner for new readers, but also you ain't got to clean it up that much. Like, you ain't got to leave some of the dirt around. Is what I'm here for. Anyway.
They were in the middle of stories, man. Like, that's what pissed me off the most.
Yeah. And I was invested. I was like super interested in seeing what happened. I keep complaining about it. It's the same thing, and I know, but it's just like, ugh. Hang on, let me undo this. I'm gonna delete all the weights that this has currently. First of all, we're gonna go through here and make sure that these things do not deform. No, deform. Do not deform. No, disassemble!
One more thing I would probably change about the way these bones are is I'd probably orient them to point upwards.
You want them to be pointed upward?
Just so it makes sense, so I know what vertices I'm dragging. Because with it on the side, it makes me think, oh, the vertices are that way, when it's really at the pivot point.
Well, let me just show you something here. What's gonna happen is you won't see these bones at all. I'm gonna turn them off visibly, and these will be what's left behind. And cool thing about them is that I can change what shape they're in. So if you don't like the way that looks, I can go edit shape in here, and then I can just turn them. If you want, I can turn them into like a cylinder. Actually, hang on. Why is it all the way over there? Don't know why. Cursor selection to cursor. Selection to cursor.
Another thing that kills the Archie reboot for me are the character designs. I take character design appeal aspect very seriously. Yeah, a lot of people didn't like the post reboot designs.
Yeah, a lot of people really didn't. They're like, we're not here for it. What are you doing with these? What have you done to all of them? Why does Antoine look like that? What happened to his jacket? And all that kind of stuff. It's like, I understand why you didn't like it. It's perfectly reasonable, but, you know, I wasn't that worried about those things. I was more concerned with the characterization of them, and it was just weird how everything sort of changed. Oops, I can't scale that but a certain way. Alright, fine. Really? What the heck is happening here? And then I know you wouldn't need all of this, but I'm just letting you know that I can change the shape pretty much on the fly.
What shape are you talking about? Are you talking about just control shape or the bone?
Control shape. The thing that, well, the bone is going to be represented by this shape. Like the bone, instead of being a sphere, the thing here, it's going to be like that. So you know that they go up if that's something that you wanted, you know? Right, so that's what the bone would look like. This bone that controls this bone in here, and this bone would be invisible. Does that make sense?
I guess if you just made it like a square, then that would make more sense. My point of contention was just the way that the bones are pointed.
Right. Right, and you won't see these bones. You won't be able to see them. It doesn't matter which way they're pointed in actuality. It has no effect on how they affect the vertex groups, if that makes sense.
Okay. In that case, I just make them a small plane. That way, we're not taking up as much data for the shapes as we need to.
Sure. Let me edit the shape. Just go in here and delete this. And you would just want them to be a plane instead of apply shape.
Just like a small plane.
So this circle is too much. What is shape?
Yeah, it's a bit too complicated and kind of unnecessary.
So I'm assuming you mean a plane pointing towards you, like going forward, not up and down, right?
It would have to be facing the camera, as in it looks like a piece of paper from the front view.
Okay. Don't take long to be actually.
That way it's easy. That way it's easy to grab.
I'm next to you. I mean, okay. I mean, honestly, at this point, it's like, yeah, I hear what you're saying. So, like, whatever works for you. It's not super important because honestly, I go in here. I mean, I thought, like, I didn't make these circles. These came with it, like as a default shape. And it's been pretty, I don't know, it looks pretty good, but here's what it would look like if it was just a plane. Apply the shape like that. Is that something that you want control, like, to grab?
If you shrink it on the vertical axis, that would probably help distinguish it, like, for up and down movement.
Oh no, it's gonna give me trouble now, isn't it? Hey, there it is. Interesting. It starts with the little, like the bridge of the song first. Infinite theme.
The other side, I mean.
Other side?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like squeezing it, like.
Oh, I love the x-axis there.
Yeah.
Do you want it to still, well, do you want it like this, or do you want it to be kind of tall?
Tall.
Okay. And if I would apply that shape like that, that's what you want?
Oh, wait, we're talking about we're on delay, I forgot.
I don't know what you're seeing. Oh, that's right, you don't see what I'm doing in real time. The music is a bit low. Also, what's that background noise? I honestly couldn't tell you.
Okay, so you have it going
Cryo.
upwards. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh, that's what you want? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I was gonna.
Are the people in the server aware that we are streaming?
They should be.
Notifications.
They got notifications in the server. So, yes. But, you know. They might have things going on today. Yeah, the announcement certainly came through. It's available. They can see it. It
Nothing's
added all
more
of them.
important than us.
I mean, that's an interesting way of putting it. So let's see here. The music is low, says Cryo. But I also don't like having it too loud because obvious reasons. But maybe I can control that in this thing. Let me just a second here. Actually, wait. Say something, Rocket, or anybody.
Something.
All right.
Yeah.
No, you ain't got to do all that. You ain't got to do all that. Let me see properties here.
Yeah.
So I can put you guys into. I can change the input that you guys are coming through in the music at the same time. Cancel that. Actually, can I? No. Yeah, discard this. Actually, I know why that's happening. Because I'm not playing that through there. No, never mind. I'm all wrong. Never mind, not gonna worry about it. Okay, just gonna keep moving. Just gonna keep trucking here. Just gonna turn the audio up here. Yeah, some of this sounds like some Yoko Shimomura stuff. Not gonna lie, and I love it. All right. It's interesting that that one becomes clear and the other one is not. Edit shape. I can't just. Sweet Mountain? That's more grandiose than I'd expect it to be. Alright, there we go. That feels wrong, but whatever. We're gonna keep on moving. Oh boy. So you wanted to have these 4 controllers and then the thing. Okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna just go back to what we were doing and undo this. We're gonna actually just go in here. Clear parent. Delete all groups. Yeah.
And the lake go around the mountain.
Can the lake go around the mountain? Jinx,
Can it hug it?
it
Hug the mountain.
like, are you saying like a
Like
moat? Wait, okay, let me take a look. Probably.
I
That's-
think, yeah,
it
it
could.
work. There's
It's like,
there's situations where mountains and volcanoes kind of like hold bodies of water because it traps it.
Or like the lake, like because the water that forms the lake comes from the mountain, so it's possible if there's a depression at the base of the mountain that's deep enough, it would become a lake, and that would feed other rivers and stuff in the area. There can be a lake at the base of the mountain. However, there should be some land around.
Also, I think there should also be some kind of vegetation to signify this has been here a while and life has been able to prosper around this body of water.
Well, yeah, I was gonna just suggest that. I don't know. I mean, there should be some connection, like a land that. Because you don't have to put the mountain in the center of. Well, I guess I see. I know why you're doing that though, because it's an island with a mountain on it. But it could also be towards the north instead. If, I mean, this is just one layout idea. Does that make
I
sense?
imagine this is the way the game is going to play out. Like, this is basically going to be Tails' path that he's going to move along. So looking at the notes that I took on the other map, I kind of want it to make sense where it just goes from region to region smoothly. But at the same time, I remember that Tails falls from the mountain. His plane hits somewhere.
What do you think, Jinxed?
To me, it makes more sense for the, just. I kind of wanted the map to be close-ish to the original, which was again mountain in the back, lake kind of in the center thing. This is a little too different for me.
Okay, so it has this
I'm
version.
drawing a top-down view.
Right, of course.
know.
The idea of the mountain
Uh-huh.
being in the back would be the mountains more towards the northern part of the island.
Yeah,
So,
or took up the northern part. Yeah.
Over here.
Is that north?
We said towards the back of the island.
Oh, you
The
were thinking.
Sunset Park is over here.
Oh. I was thinking, man, looking at pictures of when he was talking about the original. He was talking about the original Tales Adventure map. If you remember
Yeah.
looking at that, it had a mountain.
It seemed like you were very close enough on your first try with the map
Let's
that.
Let's take a look at this Tales. If you could bring that up, I'll bring it up. Tales Adventure.
Yeah, you can bring it up because I don't know where I put things.
I'll just find it
My hard
online.
drives are very, very messy.
I know that feeling. Let's do an image here. All right. If I can find a picture that's large enough, these are freaking terrible size. Okay, copy.
We also got orchestral remix of the Chow Garden.
Yeah.
I know.
Feels like like the
Surreal.
gummy ship, like getting ready to like you're in the gummy garage or
I was getting mad Kingdom Hearts vibes, man.
very strong Kingdom Hearts. And like I said, that's perfectly fine. I love Kingdom Hearts music. That's like before Sonic the Hedgehog, that was my favorite series for music. Probably still is actually. It's just really good.
By the way, they used a fan mod to get the Chow camera to work for their video.
Oh, cute. I put this in the muties, so you can access it there.
The original Tales Adventure map.
Yeah, I'll get one without letters on it, but that one's like pretty large. We're not going to be recreating it, obviously. And it's just like the spacing of things with the mountain at the top. When he was talking about the top, that's what he meant, or the back. That's kind of what he meant.
Like
by
over
it.
here.
Yeah, it's in like the northern part of the island. Did you just?
I rotated like this, Then this is basically how it looked before, with Tails and like Region 1 being over here, Region 2, and then the mountain was here, and then the city was over there.
Yeah, it should sort of generally be like that. Tails' house should still be in the furthest south. I thought my memory must have been faulty because I thought the lake was like taking up the center, but it's actually a river down to the south, and the lake is actually in the south area. But
Oh yeah, actually true. The lake is in the south, so we're not exactly following this thing for other reasons. Because Lake Crystal.
Okay, I think the shape should be sort of similar to this. Like the mountain can't really be changed. I don't think the mountain should be moved. Now, maybe the lake can change a little bit.
I mean,
the mountain should still.
Yeah, the lake can sit in the center.
Northern. The mountain should definitely be in the northern section, and Tails' house should be in the southern section. The Poly Forest is north of that, right? So we're trying to keep it close to that. So it'll be.
So do you want the mountain over here?
Turn that down for a little bit.
Exit this.
Turn that down a bit. The guy, that man's voice is not music.
Fucking stink bug. What do you mean stink bug, Frostbite?
Who knows? Who knows? What are people saying in the chat now, if anything?
Nothing on the Project Armada chat.
Blarg! How's my plant Caton impression? Oh my goodness. Hearing Sonic 1 and 2 in full orchestral form cleansed my soul. Very nice. So north. Oh boy. Okay, wait a minute. Is this the orientation of the island? With Sunset Park
top-down view? Yes.
No. What I'm saying with Sunset Park being in the northeast and Tails' home being in the northwest.
Oh shit.
It's a little. So you might want to turn that around a little bit. Now it's sexy. Now it's good. Okay, cool.
Okay, do you recognize it now?
Yeah, no, that's good. Because just want to make sure that that's consistent because it was getting a little bit hairy over there. But excuse me. We hope you will enjoy Sonic the Hedgehog because we know that's what you like. That's what you came here for. Nice. Alright, back to work. Oof. These joint streams are fun, but sometimes I get a little caught up in other stuff. My bad. A walk into Dante. Yeah. Wait a minute.
I'll be right back. I need to check up on Pets quick.
Cool. Where's the option to deform? Okay, it's.
God.
La 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 la.
Oh boy. Discord can go kiss every single inch.
Oh no. Having some problems with Discord today?
I was having some problems with Discord, yes. Better not happen again.
Discord's like, oh no! What will you do, Katon? Not use me anymore? That would be a relief. I mean, oh, that would be so terrible.
Wow.
I'm not talking as myself, I'm talking as Discord. Discord be talking some trash. Discord's a trash talker. You gotta know this about them. Deform.
Let me see, where is
Oh, shoot.
tails? And then let's just eliminate that. Yeah, it's like a boomerang over here.
It's all coming back to you. Boomerang.
And
Cat
the
time gets
island,
it.
not the island, the city will be all the way over here.
It's a little cove. Stuff still deforming. It shouldn't be. Alright, that's new. That's new. Alright. Sweet.
I had a stink bug near me, caught it, and it flew out and threw it out the window. Yikes. I hope it didn't cough on you or something.
How would the stink bug do that?
Well, by farting.
Oh.
It stinks, remember?
I mean, I know, but you said, okay. Yeah, no, fine. But even, you know what, even still.
Sometimes I wonder about you, Rhodalus.
Oh, you didn't wonder.
You concern me.
Don't concern me. I mean, don't concern yourself with me. That way madness lies. Alright, Tiny Eye's tail, let's go. Control P with automatic weights. Boom. Probably shouldn't have done this, but we'll see how well that worked. Because it's parented to all the bones, and I shouldn't have done that because these aren't supposed to deform anything.
Hey, just experimenting.
I know, but if it screws things up, then I gotta go in there and turn stuff off and
I don't know, you just save it first and then load it.
sure. But you know how hard it is for me to type in Control S and then
It's not even Control S,
Shift
it's
Control.
Z.
no, to save and then to load. And yes, Control save. And honestly, Control Z, and if that doesn't work, if I've gone too many steps into it, I can always just unparent it and try again. But
Control Z.
oh, these should not be connected to each other. That's why. Alt P, clear parent. Actually, wait. Yeah, clear parent. Is that background noise I'm hearing? Oh, that must be Katon doing.
Now they're getting set up for the rock music.
Yes, man.
Keep offset. Keep
What,
offset.
the orchestra thing isn't over?
No,
The orchestra is
Oh.
over. I mean, yeah.
only
Okay.
halfway done.
Yeah, it's like a 2-hour
Wait a
thing.
second. I stopped watching it a long time ago.
Oh, we're just listening to the music right now.
Oh, you mean on Nicole? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad they brought June Snow Fresh 40 on. I didn't know they'd do that. I guess it makes sense, but it's cool just to see them do that again. June Snow always seems like he's uninterested. He's just playing the music. Oh, it's a good mood. Except he thinks that in Japanese.
trying to hit Control C. I wanna reach for the stars. Pretty far.
Where
Yes.
am I?
Alright, that's not left.
Are we putting Region 6 behind the mountain?
Sure, why not?
That's where it was the whole time. He like turns the map. There's a whole area behind you.
He's just like, he just flips it over like, oh, what? I didn't know where to find this. It's covered in heavily wooded, rocky shores, craggy, hard to get to by sea.
No,
Can't
if you
land
look
in
at
it
lakes-
because there's a lot of trees.
Maybe I was thinking of the Archie comic version of it.
Let's pull that up one then,
Island.
sure. I can go get that one.
I think I'd rather use the game version of it, obviously.
I mean, can you hear the
The
new
Archie
speak
comic
with the
version,
heart?
I think, had the lake in the center.
It did kind of, but even looking at it, and sharing the image in the meetings as well, it's like just an updated version of the one from the game. It looked like there was a lake there. They made it a little bit bigger, but you can see where Lake Crystal is clearly down there at the
Yeah. Okay. We could do that. We could do both versions of it. We could have
It's the same thing.
2 lakes.
bottom. Just have 2 lakes. Well, one's like a big water thing. There could be 2 lakes. I mean, I imagine that that's kind of like what the Bayou Country even is. It's just like... Hey! Side, this is fate. I knew all along we'd find some way to communicate. I love this song.
If we elongated the island a little bit like it has there, and put the lake further south, then we could have a big center area, or what we wanted to use it for. Because right now there's a lake there. It's like, you can't put anything there. There's a lake. So, yeah.
Speaking from nowhere else except your heart. You'll never know if you don't try. Listen and see, your voice will carry with me. Speak with your heart, speak with your heart. If you
Sound
could
delay.
tell. Oh, right, it doesn't sound good. Sorry. Someone did like a 3D rendering of the island.
This is neat.
Yeah, right.
And there's some Super Mario stuff there. What the hell?
Yeah, like that's the battle fortress. Well, because the battle fortress comes out of the water, but it looks very
Definitely
Super
looks like a
Mario.
Super Mario level.
Yeah, indeed.
Well, that's neat. That's a lot more vertical than I thought it was.
Yeah. It's also like the Tails Adventures Island is too small for any of the stuff that Tails is doing in it. It's just like, that's just a representation of what the island looks like. That's good. This is a good version. Got the little strings in there too. Hopefully they release these things as separate tracks. If they don't, I'm gonna cut this audio out. Make it a ringtone.
Coco Island.
I love that kind of stuff. Yeah!
Of course, our island's gonna be bigger.
It'll have to be.
It wouldn't be so squished. It's like,
Yeah, it's like, so it's less of a representation.
I think we should keep that general thing.
Like,
mountain
yeah, there's a
back,
mountain at the north. There's a lake
like,
in the south.
river leading to the lake. That's,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
And then we can do what we want with it.
Yeah. Keep like the land. That's right. Keep the landmarks. Sometimes.
That's so cool.
I don't know if we need the side island thing.
Yeah, we're probably not going to do anything with side islands.
Okay, I'm back. My wife came in here bawling her eyes out
Oh no.
over somebody else's cat being dead.
Oh. Sorry to hear about it.
She's empathetic. That's
Somebody that she doesn't even know.
Look, man. What if that was your cat?
What if you imagine, like, yeah, that's what he said, empathetic. So you imagine your cat being dead and how much that would hurt you, and then.
I have no empathy.
Might want to work on that one, Katon.
Problem.
That's an important. That's an important
That's
skill.
That's a. It's not even. That's like a trait of a socio and or psychopath.
Sociopath? I can believe that. Anyway, copy this image here. This is supposed to be South Island, but it looks pretty cool.
For the globe. See, that's where I was going with. That was my inspiration, was South Island.
I mean, it does have a mountain up in the north. Back to the stars.
But we're making Coco
That's an
Island.
interesting thing at the end. Yeah, right. We're not doing this. Like, Katon, copy this image. It's all like, I want you to draw this at the top there. Draw that.
Draw that.
So you want me to copy and paste? Is that
No.
what you're saying?
No, I don't.
What is that from? Chrono Trigger?
This was.
Time?
It looks like it's from the Sonic movie, but it might be from the from that.
It's the Sonic movie.
Oh, someone made a digital version, like a little game version of it.
I don't know what. I think that's just someone comparing the game version to the movie version. Apparently, there's like a house at the top of that island, which is interesting. Like, who lives there? Is this where Green Hills?
1%er.
Second that.
Like, what percentage of that house is that island? Or that island is that house?
So,
All right, back to work here.
Song is kind of obnoxiously long.
wondering why that was there still. Alright, back to work.
How many times have you said that? Alright, back to work. You've said it like 5 times in the past minute.
Yeah, because I keep getting distracted by you guys and your weird problems and lack of empathy.
Weird.
I guess we're gonna screw ourselves.
You, as always, are welcome to do that, Katon. You can leave. No.
Just mute your mic first.
Right? This is supposed to be for all ages, this stream. Are you happier with this layout, Jinx? I guess this is like a first look at it. It's
Now
still...
that I know what the like, actually, you actually look at the original map. I want the lake to be more south and then a river leading to it.
Oh boy. But wouldn't the lake be better off closer to Region 2 based on what we have?
Well, you know what? We could, like Captain wanted to do, we could add the second lake at the base of the mountain. Called that Jumbuck Lake.
Because it doesn't,
we
that's
have
true.
2 lakes,
Yeah.
and we can make the lakes a little bit smaller. Then we have enough room.
That's true.
A little bit more south and closer to Region 2, actually.
Also, land masses change over time.
Not that quickly. It's only been like, what,
Well, the water levels are
4 levels?
change.
It's like the idea is all like, yes, due to wind and water erosion, Cocoa Island has actually increased in size.
Wind and water.
I'm saying that the size of the lakes and the rivers could have shrunk because of water levels.
No, move that
we're
lake
just-
really, really far south,
We're just, yeah.
and
further.
add a lake
By Region 1.
closer to Region 1, yeah. And then to the right a little bit, and then we got the lake that's in the original, yes. Nice.
And we don't even go to it. We're not even going to visit this lake. But it's just there for map's sake. The one that we care about is going to be the one that's closer to the mountain near Region
Base of
2.
the mountain, right. Oh no, Region 2 is closer to the mountain. Has to be close to the mountain.
Yeah, based on, proximity reasons.
And then we have a lake that it's close to at the base of the mountain. And then a river connects both of them. Nice. So,
I was gonna ask where's all the shadow music, but apparently this is where it is. But this is live and learn. What am I talking about? This is not shadow at all.
This is Adventure 1.
I know. Did I not just say that?
You said Adventure 2.
I did not say Adventure
this
2.
is like one of my favorite songs. The whole thing.
It's pretty good.
Like determination. I like the songs that involve determination. Can't hold on much longer. I'll never let go. Fuck this. We're going all the way. It's a one-way path.
Uh-huh.
I also like the visuals of just from Sai's point of view, speeding through a forest instead of city, and it looks so cool how everything's a blur around him. You can't tell what's going on. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's a good aesthetic.
Seems like he's pushing it.
Push it to the limit.
Yeah. Push it. Redline it.
I wonder if that's what's supposed to be the transition between Chaos getting the last emerald and it's like I'm supposed to state where as it turns to perfect chaos.
That would have been kind of cool. Very cinematic.
Tornadoes out.
Yeah, but the city's fine when you going through it. That's normal.
I
Yeah.
mean, like that, the intro Sonic Adventure where Sonic is trying to enforce. I wonder if that's supposed to be like him booking it to the city.
Yeah, but when he makes it to the city's fine.
But wait, doesn't
Chaos is around, the city is not fine.
doesn't like the opening thing start with the chaos blasting out of the windows and like coming out of the water, out of the sewers?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming that that's out of sequence, but it would have been kind of a cool scene if that's sort of how it worked. I don't know. Whatever Rocket was talking about, I agree. A major plot point has been revealed in this stream.
What?
Region 4.
maybe.
It's
Might
not
have
it's
to-
it's I don't care. I don't think anyone's gonna be worried about it. I just noticed.
It's not really a major plot.
Like, and also it's kind of expected at this point. Tails will crash his plane at some
It
point.
will crash his plane at least once per game.
That's in his contract. It's how he got the ability to make the game. Is like,
At least this time it's not due to incompetence.
sure.
We got the big landing gear in this mode. Well, can't you switch it back? Oh, we're gonna land!
With empty weights,
Switch it back.
empty grips.
It starts like, I'm gonna spoil everything now.
It's like,
There's part here.
Release.
This is where we fight this guy.
yeah. Player start. Oh, player trail. Tails dies. Make sure people know that's what happens. Yes, starting. Yes, you go from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6. Yeah,
Yeah, so,
it's very, very revealing.
very, spoilery.
Will there be anything over here or no?
No. It might be, actually.
It might
That might be where that shit is. Yeah. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay,
we'll discuss that off stream.
now, like, emphasize the lake at the southern part of the mountain and delete the...
At the foot of the
blue
mountain.
circle.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Delete the what?
The blue circle around the mountain and emphasize the lake at the base of it, at the southern part.
Setting the stage for Hero's Blind Rage. Oh no, control key.
Yes, nice. And now we got Jump Buck Lake again. Whichever one is named that, I don't know.
We thought it would be cool because of the people who live in Windmill Village. Jumbuck is an Australian term meaning goat, I think. Or sheep. And we thought that would be kind of neat to name it after the people who live in Windmill Village because they're largely sheeps and goats. I think it was my idea. Maybe, yes. And no one said
think it
no.
was, wasn't it, I guess I could be wrong. Tractor's idea? Was name it that?
Maybe. I know someone. It wasn't my idea to give it a name. What did you say?
I do not tolerate theft. Borderless.
I didn't thief. I didn't thief. I'm not a thiefer. I did not. You've got to believe me. You please believe me. I didn't do anything.
Sure.
There will be no romantic subplots.
Wait. I guess someone
There
asked
might
that in
be.
the server, in the thing.
Yeah.
Will there be a romantic subplot in the game?
Considering how much
Fukurikov
female
X
Rocket has developed.
Fukurikov X himself probably very much of a narcissist.
What?
It's a joke, man. Calm down.
I hope everybody's having a great time.
Yes,
This
he is a
next
narcissist.
song is one of our latest
Tails will get his chance to hook up with a burb. Not in this game.
No, definitely not.
Not this
Not
time,
doing romantic
compadre.
between 12-year-olds.
And every bird that is older than him, which is all of them. Yeah.
Tails Adventure Armada.
Yeah. TAA.
Hakuna Armadas.
I said T. Oh my gosh. Alright. Hakuna? It means Tails wins. I guess.
Oh, we spoiled the game.
Oh no. Tails will be victorious in his own game. Be terrible if he wasn't. Like, what are you guys even trying to
Spoiled
do?
it all.
Spoiled it!
Oh no. The Tails does nothing. Actually safe for everybody else.
Yeah, he's the main character though, because we wanted to.
We want to emphasize his accomplishments.
We wanted him to feel like
You know, Nick canonical
he never accomplishes anything.
on his own.
And he's just always out there looking to be saved. That's Tails. He hasn't learned
Right,
anything
after
from
game,
previous
spent in a
game
jail cell, just waiting.
for
people
someone
to
to
save.
help him. Yeah.
Sorry. Laughing at my dumb jokes. That is so ridiculous. What is this game? I've just been in a jail cell. You think there's normally like a way out or something?
It's like,
I've
no,
been
you-
here for like an hour.
The other side of the rainbow. Yeah. Sonic.
Nick Eyes in the corner.
Good 6 months.
6 months. That's a lot of playtime.
Yeah, 6 months.
Of playtime. Oh, well.
Sonic
We all know
Boom,
that being captured
Sonic
by your greatest enemy and put in a jail cell, you come out fine.
Yeah, no
According to-
no scars
according to
whatsoever.
Sonic Forces.
Absolutely.
And like there's
I
no
don't
mental
understand why
problems.
he just
and
didn't kill him.
Look, Eggman wanted to. It started off like Sonic. How I hate him, and I'm gonna get rid of him, and then he doesn't for 6 months. Proceeds to sit on his hands.
Unrealistic.
Well, Eggman's a bad guy, but that doesn't make him a bad guy. He's been to the Wreck-It Ralph evil villain anonymous. He's done the affirmations, and he thinks better of himself.
Yeah. But you ever think about those guys? They go to the evil villain anonymous and they try to better themselves. But in their next game, they're evil again because that's what the writers are gonna do.
Oh.
And they never make any progress whatsoever.
Oh no, it's about personal. It's about personal development versus their job, right? They don't have a choice. They have to be what they are in the game, sure, but they're like, I'm not a bad person. I just play one on video game TV.
Oh, we know how that goes. Like in real life, people really threaten you for how your character acts.
Oh my goodness! Remember freaking what was it? Falcon and the Winter Soldier. People were attacking the guy who played the opposing force on that show. The new Cap. They were attacking him like he's not real. Stop attacking this person. He's just an actor. You don't like him because he's doing a good job.
Wasn't there a similar thing in like Infinity War with who was
What?
the one who played Star Lord?
Oh,
They were mad at him for getting everybody killed.
oh, you're talking about Chris Pratt. Yeah, that's his name.
Right. People were mad at him because he let Thanos live.
Oh,
Let
he-
Thanos get away.
Yeah, it's all like, look, dude. He's like, I had no control over that. I'm literally playing a character who does not exist.
So I wonder how that was in the one universe that they succeed is when the dude lets him keep the gauntlet. Right? Like that doesn't happen because it's hard to imagine him winning if they got the gauntlet off.
No, he would have just died. It's weird that wasn't something that it seemed like it was so easy to do because they were very close to getting it done. Like there was no like ambiguity. Thanos was about to lose, and then Peter starts pistol whipping him like he was gonna go. He was done. He was out of there. This movie was over. Just chill. Hang on.
Revenge right there.
Yeah, right.
A few extra seconds. Then you can pistol whip him.
Yeah, pistol whip him when you're ready. When everyone's safe.
Yeah. So, but this is the future that Doctor Strange saw. Is the one where he freaks out but keep it.
Yeah, apparently. What is happening?
If they got it off of him, they still would have lost. Okay.
Yeah, no idea. They got it off him, and then he would just be like, my body is the Infinity Gauntlet. He pops and turns into an Infinity Gauntlet and snaps himself right there. I don't know. Blah, blah. Play-hearted emo, I am my own. I know that's not the words, but...
Die! Was that his watch? No, that's his like little communicator on.
Here we go, buddy. Oh, why does it say die?
What?
It's like Tails looking at his watch. It's time to... What time is it?
Like
time to die.
Cat humor, that's what it is.
Yeah, it is. Katon just drawing like random things.
I like his expression, it's great. I never programmed that.
It's like some piece of ancient technology. It's just all like, die. Like, what?
I legit thought for a second that said DM on the wristwatch. It's
Oh.
like, oh no.
It's like, I have to go to the bathroom.
Why does someone have to DM to that?
This is
I
the
gotta-
internet.
Hold on.
I am Sam. Sam, I am. I almost have this.
I think what you need to do is you need to move that pivot over to where the verses line up.
Hang on, let me turn this audio down. I can't, I can't turn it off. Otherwise, it'll stop being on the stream. So, wait, what were you saying? Sorry.
I think you need to move those the pivot point of those bones to where those verses line up.
I mean,
Because right now you have it kind of in the
Hey
pivot.
everybody, I hope you're enjoying yourself.
just a second here.
This next song is definitely one of my favorites. I hope it's one
Wow,
of
wow.
So I have a suggestion. When you make the detailed version of the map, we have all the cool thematic things around. Like after the battle, those had invaded. Like we have bad weather on top of the mountain, the floating rock.
Hey all, welcome to the greatest. I'm sorry, it's out of sync. Well, I know. And I. A sword, I run. I fight. The fight is won in a rage. I save. each and every one, till this war is won. I'm meant to rule. The power in you. I said, I stand. My kingdom. Night of the wind. Night of the wind.
What I mean about the pivot points is, I mean like the actual bone itself.
So you're saying like at what, the base of the bone? Like the bottom
Yeah,
part of it?
Where the head of the bone is should probably be lined up to the vertexes that line up vertically.
I see what you're saying there. For a visual reason.
Well, no, not just a visual reason. Like it controls how you move the bone.
It's gonna be going up and down. It's like it doesn't. Alright, let's just do this. I will explain to you how this won't make any difference. Just a second. This is what we're talking about, right? Making it go up and down. Is that the idea?
Well, it's not just a matter of making it go up and down. It's a matter of where it's going up and down, starting from. And do something here.
So, if it's doing this, subtract all this stuff. Well, no, not subtract it. It's gonna get all crazy. Or, in fact, let's do something. Just select only these vertices right here. First of all, deselect everything else by going in here and just doing remove.
Should we just remove the eyelid bones that we have right now and like start over? Because I think this is like a very
There's no reason to do that.
messy. It's messy.
There's, like, I'm gonna tell you right now, there's no reason to remove the eyelid bones because all they are is just like they're. Let's see here, because I'm starting over and I'll be doing the same thing I already have, and that is a long process. It took a while to get them here, and I'm redoing some things. But here we go. Right, let's take a look at this. Go to weight paint here. I mean, that's not a lot of influence. That's fine. I don't mean to have a lot of influence there. That might actually be fine. It's not even the orientation of the bone so much as what it has control over and how much control it has. So that's just these things right here. If I go and I select this, remove, but let's try this here. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh yeah! Nice. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Actually, wait a minute. This might be the breakthrough I've needed.
Why don't we talk about those new Sonic Prime images that were leaked?
Sure. What do you want to know?
The row select, the row and loop selection will definitely make weight painting a lot easier.
Yeah, usually I don't do it because it's like not very organic, but it's effective.
When it's a flat plane like this, and we're just moving it up and down, yeah, it would make sense to.
All I gotta do now is make sure that this doesn't move past a certain point, because obviously it's sticking through his head. We don't want that, but I can do that by parenting the top loop to his to his skull. I mean, to his head bone, and it shouldn't move. So we should be fine with that. And as long as you don't, yeah, hang on, we can finesse this.
Also limiting the values that we can with said bone.
Yeah.
Like we can only limit to go. We can limit to only go up a certain.
That's true. But you do want to be able to have his eyes open all the way up, right? Or do you not care?
Well, I was more so doing it to see if we can make the waiting a bit more organic looking. But now that we have this, I think that solves the problem.
Follow me, set me free. Trust me, and we will escape from the city. Follow me. Make it prove it to you. Follow me. Follow me.
When I was super young, I was playing this game in like the Walmart demo. I got this song stuck in my head, playing through that stage so many times.
That was. I'm pretty sure that the developers like that was the freaking point. You'll never forget us. Okay, if we go about that high, that's not that bad. So let's do something here. Let's do something sexy. Impossible, I know.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Oh,
for joining
you don't
us.
see it, but in
There's
this
nothing
part
attractive
right
here.
here,
Is epic
yeah, it shows
Crush
the
40.
hero in
No
dark.
matter where
On the
you are,
Symphony
around
Conductor
the
is the
world,
hero, and June
I want
Sonoy
you to
is
sing it
dark.
along with me.
Oh,
And then there's Lyric Crush 40 with the in the last story.
wait. Oh, okay, cool. That's cool.
The Sonic Prime artwork looks phenomenal.
It does
Nicholas
look good.
Cole is an amazing artist. I didn't know Nicholas Cole did that. They said somebody else did it. And that's a shame because since it's leaked, that dude could potentially lose his job.
I hope he. I don't imagine that was he's the one who did it, right? Not his fault.
They said they found it on his art station.
Oh.
And when it was trending on ArtStation, he took it down.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Why would he
Okay.
put it up on his art?
Why would you do that?
That's what I'm saying.
Oh no! Why would you do that to yourself? What are you doing? I just want to end my career right now.
Someone's gonna see like, hey, this is the artist who's working on this stuff. This might be actual stuff. And then they trend it out. You get screwed.
Yeah, sued.
Yeah,
Sued hard.
that would be pretty unfortunate for him. Or maybe this was planned by Sega.
I mean, it's not impossible. It comes out in tandem with this thing to just sort of build hype. It's
Right?
not impossible.
Convenient.
I just see. I guess the internet and I guess our culture in general has just made me cynical and just see everything as a marketing ploy. Like, you're just trying to get me interested in it. It's like, or it could have been a genuine
It
accident.
could be a marketing ploy.
Yeah. And this is.
Accidentally, quote unquote, leak the information.
Oh
More
yeah.
interesting because people think they're seeing something they shouldn't.
Yeah. Except it's exactly what we want to. Yeah.
Yep.
Hang
I
on.
don't
Hang
think
on.
there's ever been a campaign that's done that before.
I highly doubt that.
Oh.
Someone had to have done that.
Intentional fake.
Yes, that's had to have happened. I always look at
That's not connected to anything.
ideas to probability, and it seemed like that's like a good idea to do. So, or it could actually work. That people would fake leak something.
That's weird. Hang on.
the different doorways.
Let's do something.
Get to the door, I'ma find the emeralds.
I've got some thoughts.
I bet.
Live and learn. Ba-ba dabba dooba doo. Live and learn. Oh. It kind of sucks that you can't do the rotate along the axis thing with this stuff. What? Oh, I know why this is doing.
What is that fraud doing here?
Woo! Woo! Live and learn. Like, there's no gimbal. Oh, yeah, there is. What am I talking about? oh, hey.
This is why I killed Marie.
This is why I killed Maria? Oh, no. The truth comes out, Shadow. I didn't mean to say that. I bet you didn't.
Why is there a hand reaching through the ceiling here?
A hand?
Yeah, control. This mold hand. Oh, I shot it down.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what? Control's a great game, though. Oh, that's the end of the thing. Oh, shoot. Wow. Okay.
Oh, well, it's a hand chair. Okay.
Mhm. Of course, this piece of music right here makes me think of Neon Cat so hard. Is this the credits? It sounds great. I don't even know what it is. I'm having a good time listening to it. How's Island's coming pretty good. Great. Yeah.
Where am I?
Who am I? I'm Jean Valjean. Let's go ahead. Did someone put some music in there? Or is it just still going? This thing just... Alright. I have no idea when this ends, so... Whatever. Alright, yeah, that's definitely the end of it. Alright.
Yep, that's the end.
Okay, let's get something else in here. Oh, what do we want to listen to? The sound of...
I literally have no expectations for Sonic Prime because I don't want to get my hopes up.
Yeah, that's good. Don't do that. I will watch it when it comes out, maybe. I don't know. I watched a few episodes of Sonic Boom, but I think I might have been tainted by the freaking game before I watched the show, so I was like, I'm just...
Yeah.
And not that I didn't like the show, it's just like, you know, look, the show is okay, but it's not one of those things that you get invested in because it's an episodic series and it doesn't necessarily have a story that I care about because there are no stakes ever. But the literal delivery and the humor was fine. Let's see here. What's this thing called? Destati.
I don't know where all this humor in Sonic came from.
I mean, there's jokes. Sonic is not a humorless series. There's always some kind of funny haha jokes and japes, but, you know.
He's also not a comedian.
Sonic's not a comedian. I'm not Sonic the comedian, I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. Leave all the comedy to Comedy Chimp, you know.
This name I haven't heard in years.
Is it a welcome? No, it's like no, not really. Freaking, it's terrible. All right, here we go. Share this puppy real quick. We're gonna jump from the world of Sonic the Hedgehog to another.
It Adventure Armada.
Yeah, we only have like 3 songs right now. It's not even a good bet. It's not gonna be a long. There's no reason to worry about that. We're gonna stream for maybe about an hour or so more. Before...
Tell that Tails imposter to make us some new songs.
That Tails imposter. Oh wow, that's harsh words right there. That's tough talk.
That was
That's a
fighting
bit
words.
harsh.
Yeah. What if he watches the stream? He won't. But what if he does?
Well,
And if he did watch the stream, that will entice him to come in here and actually interact with us. It's
Oh.
all part of my diabolical scheme.
It boosts engagement.
narcissistic games.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. Sounds like entirely something different. I'm okay with that. Because it's like I've never heard this theme before, and I'm perfectly fine with that. Because I honestly...
Found a dead letter. Dear
Oh.
New York Turbine, airplanes aren't real. I figured out how they do it.
Ah.
The windows are TV screens. The whole thing moves on big tracks like roller coasters that move through the underground tunnels in the earth.
Yes.
Airplanes are more like train stations. They do this because the sky is full of monsters that they don't want us to know about. The planes we see in the sky are the monsters. The government made the Earth trains look like the monsters so they could lie to us better. Don't attack me. It's like, alright.
All right, so that is definitely... I've definitely read that one, the dead letters. There's a lot of them like that.
Why does the Bureau have it? It's like, what is it? Does it have some validity to it?
I don't
Not
know.
just some crazy random,
That's the
crazy
thing.
rambling?
I think they just collect everything just on the off chance that something will be real. Because I'm not sure how many of those actually matter. But it also just seems like there's also a radio show that plays if you listen to the audio logs that are left around. And it's supposed to be like coast to coast. Where it's all like, well, we kind of mask a lot of things using that show. Like the Federal Bureau of Control produces it. So they're like, we just sort of just to see, test the water, see where people are on the idea of the paranormal. Yeah, some of this stuff is legit, some of it's not, but it's also dead letters are just letters that are sent to no one and don't arrive anywhere. I'm not sure what it is about dead letters. I don't know if they anomalously arrive or they're actually being searched out. So. Yeah. Why aren't you doing anything?
Machine God. I had a dream, and I built this thing I saw in my dream. A machine that would contain God. But not the God you know, or the ones anyone knows. A new God. This machine will be his body, his heart, his mind. I made it just like the dream showed me. I used the motor from the refrigerator and the coils
I've
from
read
my
that one
toaster
too.
and the fan, plus the timing belt from my car's engine and the wheels from my son's skateboard. God can't move yet, but the dream said he would learn how to on his own, just like the beginner's body, like a baby's, but the machine. Instead, God only needs the place to start. I mean, he's shouldn't he like know automatically and just it's omnipotent kind of thing? Is your god not omnipotent and has to learn how to walk again? If you want to interview me, please contact me at the address on the on the envelope. My phone does not work anymore. I used to dialing play on God.
Right.
Beer was like, this letter is important.
We need to keep this for reasons.
Also, who did he write it to and who did he send it to?
That's the thing about dead letters. In real life, dead letters are like things that are sent and then they can't be returned to sender and they don't go to where they're supposed to go, so they just sort of sit. Because, like, the Postal Service, I think, has a policy that doesn't throw away mail or something like that. So I don't know exactly how that even gets to the Federal Bureau. But I guess
Also, howdy doodly, folks.
Oh, hello. Welcome to the stream, Fallen for Freedom. Howdy doodly do.
The outcasts have
What do you guys
arrived.
think of the What do you guys think of the Sonic Orchestra thing? I loved it.
It was pretty good.
I hated it.
Of course you did.
Why? Is it because there wasn't a Shadow the Hedgehog on Live Symphony Orchestra?
Oh,
Oh, that's the reason. Sure then. Yeah.
that was the best part.
I liked all of it. It was pretty good. I didn't watch it, of course. I was just listening to it, but very intense entertainment. Dug and dogged the whole thing.
Big Doug.
You know, Dig Dug. Who here has played Dig Dug? Raise hands.
I love Big Doug.
Yeah.
Dig Dug's a fun game.
Dig Dug is my jam.
So what would you say was like your favorite bit of the symphony?
I don't know. I liked, of course, Speak With Your Heart rendition was very fun. It's probably one of my favorite songs.
It's so good. It's
Yeah.
so good.
The typical fare was also pretty fun. I don't understand why this is not affecting it. Like, oh, I know why this is happening. Okay, never
I
mind.
said this before, but I just loved hearing the Genesis games on a full orchestra. That was so good. It was so
Yeah,
good.
it started out with the Green Hill Zone, and much like the levels, I was like, all right, but it was good. It was
It's like
good.
a friggin' film score. The old Sonic games.
Yeah,
Especially when you have like the Eggman
Heard it
boss
so many
theme.
times.
yeah, you've heard them a lot. And of course you've heard different remixes. I liked some of the stuff that I had never heard before. It was like probably my favorite stuff, just because it's like, oh, I never imagined that the Tails song adventure would sound like that.
So like all the Game Gear stuff.
Yeah, or the Sonic 2 level. That was like, oh, that's really good.
Game Gear.
Or, what is it when I got to the Sweet Dreams part, like the end of Sonic 2? In my mind, I was just singing along with Akon.
Yeah. No, I can understand that.
They had some goal though to do like not just a Sonic 06 song, but like a whole segment on just that game.
Look, this is what I was saying on the stream. Like, people like the Sonic 06 music. They don't like the game that much.
Love it.
So if we could just divorce those two and just release Sonic 06 as an album and just pretend that there wasn't a game attached at any point. It's just got a bunch of nice art that is like, oh, is this from a game? It's like, no, it's just art that they did. They created like an entire what are those called? Like when artists or pop artists do like experimental albums where they're trying to tell a story and that kind of stuff with all their songs. It's like, well, this is kind of what we did. And they just lie to future generations and act like there wasn't a game attached.
God, I did love hearing my Destiny come playing after the orchestra though.
Yeah.
Mm.
Bro, damn, it's like what was my favorite bit? Okay. I think my favorite bit had to be when we got to the Unleashed segment. And they played like freaking they played Dragon Road Day on a full symphony.
Is this song My Sanctuary?
This is Sanctuary. Yeah, we're listening to Kingdom Hearts music now.
Oh.
Hey.
Yeah, it's Passion. It's
Passion is the name of the song.
specifically.
It just has the little My Sanctuary piece in there, but yeah. It's got the backwards talking that became a staple of Kingdom Hearts opening songs that I hate, but whatever.
I remember I was listening to like the classic Sonic like orchestra music, and I'm thinking to myself like, you know, honestly, the actual Sonic movie is looking worse in retrospect because I'm thinking like, why couldn't we just have an animated Sonic movie instead of orchestral score?
I mean, they did that because they thought, I don't know what it is with producers thinking that people won't take it seriously if it's a cartoon. It's like, I don't know where you guys get that
Crap
idea.
the shit out of them.
Like, do you have any idea how lucrative cartoon franchises?
Yeah, like just up until recently, the entirety of the Disney Princess brand was cartoons. That made all kinds of money. I mean, still is actually when you think about it. All of them are. I don't think Giselle is included as a Disney princess because she's kind of a gag.
I was thinking about Raya, right? Raya's just kind of like, I don't think Raya's ever going to be a Disney princess. They're just going to forget about her.
He's a warrior.
Well, so is Mulan. She was specifically not a princess, and she's still in there, so that's not how that works,
I don't
clearly.
know how the hell.
She's
really
not
don't know.
any kind of royalty. She's just she's not a peasant. She was like from a noble house, but still. What's his name? Her name. Raya is a princess, but also a warrior, and also very easily fooled, but not really. You know, she's a child, right? It wasn't unexpected. I liked that movie. It was a good movie. Not gonna hate
Why do
on
they
it.
have to be princesses? Why do they have to fall under the category of princess instead of just a strong female warrior?
Because Disney has a brand, you see. It's not the... I mean,
And anything outside of the brand is sinful.
Weight paint. Let's see here. No! What did I do? Oh, we're good. Okay.
Thinking like,
Oh!
I
That's
did like the,
weight paint.
I did like the orchestral believing myself little thing.
Yeah, that was nice. Little
Yeah.
transposed thing that they were doing there.
And then friggin' it doesn't matter coming here being super triumphant and sad.
Yeah.
I'm here to make you sad with my
Like, honestly,
music.
when it got to the "It Doesn't Matter" sequence, I'm like, is this supposed to be celebrating Sonic or commemorating the end of Sonic? Like he's dead.
It's the end of the Sonic as we know it. And I'm okay with that.
Let that happen.
Sonic as a franchise.
And I feel fine.
and upset all the haters.
Yeah, right.
And I feel fine.
This is a song by IGN.
How did it feel hearing Tails Adventure music?
It was nice to have a little bit of Tails Adventure in there.
I think what was really random was having Sonic Jam music in there.
I still can't believe we got Game Gear representation at Tails Adventures of all things.
I'm more surprised that they just thought of an excuse to play an orchestral night song.
Like, what the hell?
Let's see here. Ooh, close,
I
close,
know. I
close.
was like, the Knights music played. I was like, what? Excuse me.
They wanted to play Nights music because Sonic was in Nights for a timed event when the Saturn was relevant, so...
Does that work? Is that okay? It's still popping through his... It's still pop-locking through the top of the thing. I don't want that.
It is weird. I'm still not entirely used to Sega fully acknowledging Sonic 3.
Weird. Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. Pop, lock, and drop it.
So, dear elected official, thanks to the recent smoking ban in my state. Thanks for the recent smoking ban in my state. I'm happy to inform you that I'll not be voting for you in the next election. As everyone knows, smoking is being banned because the smoke is toxic to the aliens that the government sold our planet to in a secret deal. If humans keep smoking, the aliens won't be able to live on Earth. Our air will be poisoned to them. If the government traders can't stop people from smoking, then you won't get your millions of dollars, just millions, the
Yeah,
whole
just
Earth.
millions.
You won't get your millions of dollars from the aliens. I have a website. People know what's going on. They're going to keep smoking no matter what. This is a national emergency. People are handing our planet over to the alien overlords. We won't let you. We will resist. I will smoke forever. Signed, a proud smoker, rebel patriot.
That's great. That is a dead letter.
America in a nutshell, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Lazy and gentlemen. But that's a dead letter from the game Control that Jinx is playing through. And dead letters are just random pieces of information that come across the Federal Bureau of Control, and they just sort of file them away in a big government building. So this guy is only partially correct.
These are interesting, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's mostly
crazy
conspiracy
people.
theories and just like people just writing crazy stuff. Did it stop? I thought I was playing the entire thing. Oh,
Should have
Stop,
done
Mike.
them aliens and those.
let's see them
Okay.
aliens. Yeah, the aliens. We're gonna stop the aliens by
Like, as much
making
as I
it-
love, what is it? As much as I love, what's it, like Crush 40 and stuff like that, though, I'd consider like the last segment of the orchestra to kind of be the most underwhelming part of it in a way. I mean, I still loved it, but it felt kind of like standard. I
Move
guess.
yourself in the chat.
Move
I
yourself
mean-
from the chat, my friend. I got it. What's up? What are you saying?
I mean, when they played Live and Learn, it was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I could kind of feel that because it just kind of felt like they were just playing the songs, like they were just kind of playing the songs as they were. Like
Yeah,
the
not
only
too
ones
much.
that really got the
Yeah, was the
The only
earlier on
ones
stuff.
yeah, it was all the other like
And Escape
The
from the
Sonic
City. that
Colors.
got-
and Escape from the yeah, dude. At first I was like, wait, what the hell is playing? At first, and then I heard the bass line kick in. I was like, oh shit!
Yes.
Yeah.
Where is my?
It was nice to hear. It was nice to hear Nate Wants to Battle being a.
Oh
Sonic.
yeah, that was also
There's
neat.
this dead letter says I'm in a plaid suit in a pinstripe world. Over and over and over again, and then one of them is redacted, and that's it. I don't know why you'd have one line in it redacted. What could have it?
It might have
What
been
does it
it might have been the one nugget of truth, and we just couldn't let you hear it.
Couldn't read it.
Yeah,
I'm a fan of in the plaid world.
I have a pinstripe suit in the plaid world. Yeah, so that's always the kind of stuff that I like, and it's just weird enough, and it's like, well, why did you do that?
I don't know. My clock is shaped like a cat, and its eyes move, and I think it's angry. But I keep apologizing, and it won't stop. But I'm sorry. But it won't leave me alone. I don't know what it wants. I can't keep apologizing. G-Fo, do you see now too? It told me everything here. I need to be careful so they don't see me writing this letter. It wants me to stay with it with my eyes. Its eyes keep moving very fast. I can't keep going. I'm worried they will forget about me, so in need to write you about this because I can't keep going on the cat will because of his eyes. It's written like that.
Oh yeah, it's just yeah.
That actually sounds like something the Bureau would be interested in.
Yeah, right. So some of it gets investigated and some of it doesn't. It's just meant to evoke the sense of this is the place where all the creepy, weird, strange things in the country and sometimes around the world just sort of ends up in this big,
Oh.
weird building that no one can see.
I
Run by
remember.
a dark
I remember.
and scary organization.
It's the SCP Foundation, but I'm thinking like
No, it's like the SCP Foundation's version of the Department of Abnormal Events is like what the what's up?
No, I was just saying. I was thinking about I remember I was watching back on the stream a little bit ago how you were not watching back, but I was watching it. A
Yes,
little bit
it's still
ago.
going right now.
and you said Sweet Mountain sounded a bit more grandiose than what you thought it would be.
Yeah, it's like "Burr, burr." It's like much more bombastic. That's the one. Bombastic, bamble-tastic.
I did find it interesting though, because watching the video, when it was actually live, I was looking at the Sonic Colors gameplay that they showed. It was Ultimate, obviously. But they're still adding effects, and lighting looks different depending on what scene you're watching. So
You know,
I don't know what this game's even gonna look like when it actually comes out.
nobody does. Not even the developers. They have no idea. They're like,
Crossing
look,
their
guys.
fingers.
They're like, look, man, we're just seeing where this whole thing goes. You know.
Bloom it up.
But the way Sonic is lit from scene to scene depends on what level you're in.
Yeah. That's normal, right? That's how games are typically made. As far as I know.
I did like the what the Sonic 06 demo was like. I like the Sonic Unleashed bit. I like the tiny bit of adventure stuff. I like the colors bit.
Blah.
That's mainly stuff.
As you deserve.
Lost World was kind of weird. It was kind of dude. They only had fucking fist bump and infinite for fucking forces.
Okay, it was only that.
Ah, it was so funny.
Hey, Dave the Emerald, how's it going? SCP stuff, the big 3-box Xbox network. Yes, Bugsy No Name is here. Welcome. Sorry for missing your. Sorry for missing your comments. We were too busy yelling at each other about something or other.
It's
Drama.
Sonic the Hedgehog. Don't you know what that is?
I'm not sure. I'm not. I don't think I do anymore.
We never did.
We never did.
Sonic is like, you never knew who I was. No one ever did.
I never knew who I was.
Never.
No one understands me. I'm Sonic. Okay.
I'm so.
I'm Sonic. Okay.
Oh. Oh man.
Oops.
It does. It's like one of those things where it's like just as I feel like all of my enthusiasm and excitement for Sonic is dead, something comes making me crawling back, and I'm like, this is good. I like this. And then I guess reality starts to set in, being like, it's just the music.
Yeah, that was the point. It's
Yeah.
like, remember what you loved about us. It was the music. Sign that. How's that picture
Really
coming,
was.
Caton?
You want to see it?
Ooh! Looking like Super Bell's Speedway. I like that, actually. I like the detail on the coastline, and I mean, what I'm saying is like the continental shelf here, where we can kind of see the waves breaking around it. Very cool.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's neat.
Yeah.
The lighter colors there. That's coming along. That is coming along. So that's what we're doing today, Dave the Emerald. We're working on our world map. So it's like, this is going to be a nice reference for the team to kind of know where things go. We'll refine it over time. But, you know,
Don't
where the
forget
different...
the small lake at the base of the mountain too.
Oh, yeah, that still hasn't... Man, we'll get that going.
Small lake.
I guess it'll just go in that area, the clearing where before the tree line actually starts up. But yeah. But yeah.
One thing I will say about today that I'm very disappointed about is that I was 100%, for absolutely no impossible reason, expecting a Sonic Unleashed port announcement at that Symphony presentation. I don't know why it wasn't there. I mean, I feel like it's completely reasonable and logical. It makes a lot of sense.
It's a symphony.
Oh, okay,
It makes a lot of
Bugsy.
sense.
That's cool.
I think, to me, it makes a lot of sense to announce a Sonic Unleashed remastered port during a live Symphony Orchestra presentation. Not only that, but also around the exact same time, a couple months before they already released a new Sonic port.
It's looking... Tails, your eyes are looking kind of sus. What you do, kid? I vented in the Amogus chat. I don't know, I'm just making things up.
Mogus.
Mogus.
In the Amogus, yes. Oops. Let me change this thing. This is driving me nuts, this thing I have here. Not view. Let's go to local. No gimbal. There we go. Grab along the Z-axis.
So now that the Symphony is done, and Sonic Colors Ultimate comes out...
Let's work on the map.
How long do you think it's going to take until we see absolutely anything else involving this franchise?
Thanks, Dave.
Sometime around when hell freezes over, so not too long. Select. Okay, that's good. I don't want to undo my progress here. It feels like
While I was watching the Symphony, a part of me was thinking, like, are they just going to do the games? Are they going to do, like, Sonic TV shows or something like that? Like an orchestra version or something like that?
That'd have been interesting.
And it makes me think, No, and it makes me think, like, imagine if they played, like, a friggin' orchestral version of that AM theme.
I was actually hoping something like that would happen, because I've been wanting an orchestral version of that song forever, because I think it would be really cool sounding. Just the... You know. Get some cellos in there.
Or make it
Or
out.
if they saved it for, like, the, or if they saved it for, like, the Tomoyo Tani or Crush 40 bit where they did that song, but, like, Nate Wants to Battle was singing the lyrics or something.
Yeah. It'd be freaking sick. I mean, it could be cool. And then it would be like it would be like a what's the word? It would be my brain. You know when they take a bunch of songs and they mix them together into the same piece, so it's not. It's like a medley. It'd be a medley of songs. So it would also have the Eggman, the Robotnik thing in there. So it's like da 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 da. I mean, it's pretty basic, but ba 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 ba.
It would be cool.
Kind of
It would be
sick.
cool if it was like the Sonic TV show theme medley.
Yeah, that would be awesome. It's like dun 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 ba da bam 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 bam. Ba 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 da 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 ba 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 ba.
And then, towards the end, like after the Sonic Boom segment, they release an arranged version of what could possibly be the Sonic Prime theme.
Oh my gosh. Does Sonic Boom have a theme?
Sonic Prime, though.
Yes, it does.
Is it any, like, what is it?
I don't remember it at all.
It's, I can't think of what it sounds like.
wow.
It's just like, like some random techno music, right? Or am I wrong?
Yeah. Yeah, I think.
Maybe not techno, but it's like this sort of just rock and roll. Okay,
Like, I think it's like generic orchestral sounds.
that's the game. But sure, that's probably true.
Thinking, like, it was cool to hear them play Sonic Boom. It's weird that we didn't get any Sonic CD orchestral stuff.
It's back in
Yeah.
Sonic CD, man.
Da 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 da.
Oh man. If there are any specific songs that you would want to be played like by the orchestra or like Tomoyo Tani or Crush 40, like what would you have wanted?
Seaside Hill.
I was expecting Mirage Saloon in the Sonic Mania medley. And it's just not there.
Just don't understand why they completely skipped over Heroes, but okay.
Guys, I don't know if we're ever going to get a Sonic Unleashed port or remake. Yeah, probably not. They don't get the rights for the cartoon music. They don't got the rights for the cartoon music. I don't think. Yeah, well, that's fine.
What that mean?
Whatever
Oh, you mean like
French company owns them can have them. I feel like that's not even a loss at this point. Like, oh, we don't get the rights. That's ooh.
Sonic? What's it? It would be really cool though if we had like a Set AM orchestral theme or something. Oh man, or like they didn't really have like besides like the Crush 40 bit, right? They didn't have anything for like they didn't have anything for Heroes or Adventure 2.
Was there nothing
Or
for
the
Sonic
story-
Adventure? I mean, Heroes? I thought they had something for Heroes. Am I nuts?
No, they had like the theme. I'm talking about like the orchestral stuff.
Oh, that's interesting. Why is it still like this?
There was like for every single mainline game they had something except for Secret Rings. There was no Secret Rings music at all.
You know what? And they did play Night of the Wind in the
Yeah, they had Black
symphony.
Moon, not Secret Rings music.
Yeah, I'm
That's-
probably gonna have to hop off for a bit.
Okay, well, have a good night. Or later. We'll see you later if not.
I'm gonna post something in the muties.
Yeah.
Look at it.
All right.
Look at
Oh, what did you guys think of the Sonic Prime concept art?
It was interesting.
Oh my lord, that pixel art is amazing.
It's so freaking good!
Pixel art? Oh, let's see.
Holy baloney!
Oh, it's an animated pixel art. That is good. That's really nice. Oh, here comes Amy.
Here comes the Emmy.
I'm never gonna get over the fact that Emmy looks just like the Amy robot from Red Planet. Like, no freaking difference except for the color scheme and the fact that they doesn't have a name written on it. But yeah, that's very good. That deserves a like and a retweet.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree. That is a beautiful. That is some awesome pixel art.
Goals. I mean, if you guys are interested in doing pixel art at any point, then definitely.
Well, that's kind of my job.
Yeah, you do some pixel art. You have been learning that and teaching people how to make it and that sort of thing.
Even though I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, how's that grift going? I'm kidding. You're learning.
I always loved Metroid and how kind of like I love how kind of weird it is, like just kind of creepy and non-Nintendo it feels.
It's like if they turned up Legend of Zelda up to 11. Because that series can get quite creepy, but Metroid just like revels in it.
Zelda's like that sort of creepy, but like Metroid's that sort of like isolated kind of like dread sort of feeling of
dread.
You don't have any friends. You live alone in a spaceship and you kill Metroids and whatnot. Oh, I thought that was volcanism, but it's actually that's a storm cloud. Pretty good. Good show, Katon.
And you know, if they did release the Metroid Prime trilogy on the Switch, I'd probably play it right now, but they're not doing that, so. Metroid Prime is going to be like my first real Metroid game. I'm going to play that, and then like, if I like it, I'll wait for them to make. Because they have to be releasing the Prime trilogy on the Switch, right?
They would have to, right? That's the only thing that makes sense, because, like, how are you not? Especially if Dread does well. Nintendo's probably going to, like, maybe we can make more money by releasing our other games.
Metroid Prime 4 is coming out.
And
whenever that might be.
Yeah,
could be
but you know what?
decades from now.
Give them some time.
Unlike Sega, look, Katon, Nintendo isn't Sega. You're going to get a game.
That'd be nice.
Wow.
Wait, hang on. Bugsy, that would be nice, but it's not likely. It'd be a great reference, though. I'd be like, heck yeah.
See, here's the thing, Katon, right? You're fearful of Metroid Prime 4, but you forget that this is Nintendo. They may take 5 million years to release a game, but when that game eventually comes out, it'll be good.
When did they announce that they were developing Metroid Prime 4?
Or... Now, that comes with a caveat in and of itself, because a different team was working on it at that point, right? And then they restarted the production, because apparently they didn't like what they saw, which, you know,
Who was working on it at first?
I don't actually know. It's some group of people. Was it Big Red Button? I'm kidding. That's terrible.
Oh my god, please.
No. Big Red Button.
The fact that I find it crazy that Big Red Button was originally going to be the people behind the Insane trilogy. We're making a new Crash game before Vicarious Visions came by and Activision wanted a Crash remake.
Yeah. It's interesting the way things change, the way the world is, if...
But, like, I'm thinking about, what's it? Oh yeah, like Metroid is like, it's one, I just don't, I think it's the fact that it's like more, like, fast-paced. It's faster paced. It's like, it's more action game-esque. I feel like that's probably why I'm into Metroid Dread. It feels like it has a faster pace too. Like it doesn't feel, I don't know what Metroid Dread did differently that made me think, I want to play that, as opposed to every other Metroid game.
I don't know, maybe it's new and it exists, and you're like, maybe I want to play that, instead of what currently is on offer is a bunch of games that are made for a system that you still own, but it's the older system, and I don't really ever feel like... I have my Wii U out here, but I absolutely never feel like pulling it out and actually start playing games on it. Like, I don't feel like connecting it.
that's the thing, right? Like, I would love to play the Metroid Prime games, but the only way I can play the Metroid Prime trilogy, like digitally or like conveniently, is to buy it off the eShop on the Wii U. I'm not playing my Wii U.
I don't want that. Look, Nintendo didn't want that. That tells you everything you need to know right there. Yeah.
It's like one of those things where it's like Okami, right? Like I bought that game on the PS3 and the Wii. I love that game and it's amazing, but I put it down eventually because it's on an older console that's not as convenient to just kind of play. The second I bought it on the Switch, I'm like actually playing it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just it's about convenience. Gaming now for me gaming is about convenience. It used to be like about things I couldn't have because I didn't have any money. But things have changed.
Oh.
I can buy any game I want now, and I don't buy that many.
Money.
You could emulate, man. I don't want to emulate it. I want to play that thing on, preferred hardware, right?
It's one of those things where it's like, and it's not even
emulate it and put it on a disc.
It's not even because like, oh, emulation is taboo or anything. Like, I don't care about that. It's just like, I just want to play it with a controller. I mean, I can play it with a controller and emulator. Emulator just doesn't feel as refined or easy or simple.
All this work I got to do to make it work on the thing, like, yeah, I got to learn.
You gotta download a program, check configuration.
Got to learn C++, No, you mean that's not necessary, but still.
I have to find a ROM, take me through illegal websites and weird stuff.
Get in trouble with Nintendo because they'll find out that they'll IP ban me. Like, how did you find out about my internet history, Nintendo? Nintendo's like, you should have used NordVPN.
No. NordVPN is a service you should start advertising.
It starts advertising NordVPN to you, like, wait, am I, what? You're encouraging piracy? Like, no, but you should have done it with Tuttle Bear. Like, wait, I thought you were talking about NordVPN.
Nintendo was sponsored by NordVPN, so every single time Nintendo cracks down on something like that, they have to advertise NordVPN.
Ooh, all right, Dave, have a good night. Thanks for coming around to the stream. We're going to keep going for a few more minutes here until, I don't know, something happens. I make progress or Katon gets tired. Whichever one of those things happens first. Probably going to run for about...
Been tired.
We're until about
Hold up.
10 o'clock.
I think something just happened. The Sonic franchise just died. It was confirmed by Sega. They're like, we're done with this garbage.
Oh wow.
The tweet that just came out. Like, it's just like Hideki Kamiya's like, I'm done with this garbage. I don't even know if he has anything to do with the franchise. I don't know who's anyone is. I'm not.
Azuka comes in with his personal Twitter account. Is like, I'm done with this garbage franchise.
Like, and then everyone's like, "What? You just leaving?" Like, yeah. And also, we're pulling up stakes entirely.
Sonic is done.
We're canceling all the comics.
It's like franchises. Sonic is done. You mean the franchise? No, the game's stupid.
We're gonna make money off that movie. Are you kidding me? We've realized we don't have to make a single game again and ever again. Movies, comic books, brand deals, people like those things. Whenever we make the games, that's when the problems happen. That's when people complain.
Oh my god.
And we've decided we're sick of it. We're done. It's over. I just want Hypersonic to come back. I mean, maybe.
There's gonna be some type of like weird friggin' twist where like the Sonic movie 2 comes out and there's a tie-in movie game and it's the best game in the whole franchise.
Because it's like not made in the typical style and that's what it was the entire time. It's like, yeah, you just need to make the games better in different ways. We tried something different. We took notes from Breath of the Wild. We called it Sonic Breath of the Wild, and it didn't make it any better.
Like, part of me is like, are they reinventing Sonic, or are they desperate to find something that works, so they're just copying things that work for other people?
I mean, whichever. Any port in the storm at this point. If this game is actually good, even if it's more like something else that we're not used to playing, then that's a positive improvement. People will complain. It's like, how come you didn't make the thing that I'm used to good? It's like, well,
I
we
mean,
couldn't.
I mean, it's obviously not their choice, but to have an open world Breath of the Wild style Sonic game come out the same year as Breath of the Wild and Horizon Zero Dawn is going to be interesting.
It's gonna be, yeah.
It's either going to make Sonic. It's one of two things. It's going to make Sonic feel really confident and sure of himself with a really good game, or he's going to be, real funny.
It's gonna be like, hey guys, you could play Horizon Forbidden West, or you could play Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, both sequels to games that you enjoyed, or you can play Sonic Rangers, the sequel to Sonic Forces, a game that happened. You could. Well, they'll try to, like, you know, cash in on that Forces legacy, which may not be possible, but, you know.
Is this your... let me get this straight. This is your first time making an open world game, Mr. Hedgehog?
I mean, yeah, more or less. I've never actually gone outside of a tiny little course, and we're going to try to find a way to make me go fast at the same time be interesting.
And you think your developers could handle a wide scope, huge, ambitious open world game immediately after failing to create a straight linear hallway that lasts 2 hours?
Now, hey. Technically, that game wasn't a failure. The fans just didn't like it. But everyone who didn't know anything about Sonic the Hedgehog already, they were okay with it.
Nobody liked that game.
I know.
It's like nobody liked that.
That game released. Do you have any idea what game immediately followed up your success, Mr. Hedgehog?
Did you just air quotes my success? Because I take offense to that. I really do. You can't just talk to me like that. You know, I'm an iconic Hedgehog video game character. People are aware of me.
The only reason they're aware of you is because they long for the days that you were once good.
I was never good. Okay, let's see here. Everybody playing Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis.
Self-loathing?
Like most Sega fans are doing it like right now, including me. Well, I guess. Oh, there's something going on here.
What are you talking about?
I'm reading the comment from Bugsy No Name. Just trying to keep up with the chat, that's all. I don't necessarily know what that means. Phantasy Star Online I've heard of, and obviously it's a Sega franchise, but I wasn't aware that Sonic... Tails looks like he's like, Sonic, I don't feel so good. Woo! You guys can...
Sonic. I'm gonna head out.
All right, yeah, it's getting to be that time. Let's see what's cracking off on. There's a plane. Katon's just detailing a plane right now. Lovely, a little airstrip.
It's a little airstrip.
Oh, nice.
Is Fallen going to sleep now? She heading out?
No.
Oh.
I'm gonna head over to Dreamcatchers.
Cool.
Okay, I'll leave then.
Take care, guys. Enjoy your conversation. We're gonna wrap up this thing at around 10 o'clock or so. We're gonna just we're just gonna burn the midnight oil, which is not midnight, it's just 10 o'clock, but you know. 2 hours off.
In another time zone, it's midnight.
Sure, for the guy who just left, it's like 2 in the morning, so that's the thing.
Anyways, laters.
Later.
Bye.
Until next time, my friends. What is going on with this whole darn thing?
It seems like you've been having issues with that the entire show.
I've been trying to make it work, and this is sometimes just what happens when I'm doing work on this kind of stuff. It just takes a while to get it to work properly. It's all a part of the process. The Loinen process. There's like a unevenness to it, but we're closer now, and of course Tails' goggles can never come off, knowing this now, of course. Because his eyelids will come straight out the top of his head in weird ways.
But, you know, we're probably going to put his goggles down when he puts in an airplane.
We're going to have to make a new model for his goggles if we want to do that. I mean, look at these things. They will not fit over his eyes. Or we can always make his eyes smaller, like he's going to tighten up his like
yeah,
kind
like
of go
squints
like
a little.
yes,
yeah.
squint in. You won't see this for a little bit, but I am doing that. I mean, behind the
Look
goggles.
at how Rasputin puts on his goggles.
Rasputin.
Yeah, he has Rasputin.
Oh yeah, from Psychonauts, right?
Yeah, he puts on his goggles and he has huge eyes. So look at how he.
It might
does
just
it.
be two different models. They just sort of swap them out. They probably don't. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's see here. Rah, rah, Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen. He was a shame how he carried on. No, no, not to do Rasputin's glove machine. There was a cat that really was gone.
Rasputin.
There was a certain man in Rosen long ago. He was big and strong, and his eyes were gleaming glowed.
Oh, clocks.
That can kind of work-ish, except for, of course, his eyelids coming out of the top of his head. But, like...
Wait, are you doing it? Hold on.
Yeah, I'm just playing around with it. You can't see it yet until I... Well, actually, I can stream my screen here for a little bit.
You're streaming it. I just have to wait.
I'm streaming it to YouTube. I'm saying, you know, well, if you're willing to do that, then that's fine.
I should just kind of. Yeah, they would have to squint the goggles would have to, of course, mold or shape a little bit.
Yeah. They would have to do a few things, but we could probably get away with it if we...
It looks like it might actually work. It looks like you could make him look cool like that too.
Like he's, Like, these are not just goggles, they're also, welding goggles. They're multi-purpose goggles. They have, like, you know, auto tinting or something. Some sort of, what's that thing called? Or transitions. Like, transitions lenses.
Yeah. The pilots originally wore goggles, of course, for the winds, and to keep the oil out their eyes.
Yeah, that's a good move. You don't want any of that oil in your eyes. It will keep you from seeing. You will die.
Yeah,
'Cause
they had
you'll
open
crash.
cockpits, and their radial engines would just spew oil out of it.
Oh my
You know,
gosh.
Ah,
Imagine even with the
Right.
goggles. Well, they probably also wore face masks to keep that stuff out their mouths and off their skin because I'm sure it was hot.
That's also why they had scarves. So
The
they
scarves, yeah.
Can, they can wipe their goggles and face clean.
Jeez. The beginnings of things are often not very
You think it'd
pretty.
be like, let's just have a windshield in front of us?
No, but then I'll get covered in oil.
No, we just want it right in our face when we're trying to fly an airplane.
I guess the idea is like the goggles are closer to you, so you can actually get the stuff off of yourself.
Yeah, it'd be
Like
kind of
it
hard.
gets onto the if it gets onto the windshield, you have to.
Can't see shit.
Yeah, you gotta lean up to it. Like I can't get it all off. It's constantly
That's
getting.
why-
Oof.
No, your engine should have a cowl. Be a good idea.
I think it's best so
Open
that
ass radial engine.
I like it when my engine can breathe. You know, let it get that air.
I guess it was pretty easy keeping it cool.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't. It probably still would overheat, but also like probably not as much because of those planes. The ones you're probably referring to didn't even go that fast, right? They have to be like
I don't know how fast biplanes went. The older planes.
those
radial
World War
engine
One
stuff.
things. Got up to maybe 100
Yeah.
something knots, maybe. They're
World
slow.
War II stuff like that
Oh,
shit.
That was much more refined.
Shit.
Which is amazing how quickly that did get advanced because, from the year, 1917, around the time World War I ended, to 1941, the 30-year period, massive gains were made in aviation. But seriously, it's always interesting to read about World War I history just because of the way everything could have, it was still old school stuff. People were out there on, horseback and had halberds trying to fight dudes with guns. It's a mess. Just,
World War II stuff? Yeah.
no, specifically World War I. It was just
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
it was like we were still doing castles and, blimps. Just like this steampunk war that happened. And then, of course, it
That
got
I know
bogged down.
significantly less about than World War II.
Oh, well, yeah, definitely.
Right.
It's like one of those things that's not as much talked about because I guess, it didn't end with nuclear bombs. This one was just it was like a graduated version of the warfare that had been going on for thousands of years in Europe, and it just happened to have a little bit more sophistication and a lot of new technologies being developed, and they had trains and all kinds of stuff. I have not finished Battlefield 1, but that was one of the reasons I bought it, just because of the novelty of playing a game about that particular period in history. Because it isn't often talked about, and it's kind of interesting. It's like, that's, if you're into... Part of me is like, did I like steampunk somewhat? It's like, if you're into steampunk, this is your thing, man. It's got dirigibles.
The shooters, they don't want to make shooters about it, because it's like, all you gotta do is these crappy guns.
You have the
Take forever
crappiest
to
guns.
reload.
Every gun is like a Pez dispenser. It may or may not work. It's just like, yeah.
Oh my god.
It's just like, it's interesting to look at. And actually, I am probably going to play that now because I want to finish it and see what this weird little story was about anyway. It opens up, it's like, you're not expected to survive. You're playing some dude who died 100 years ago. Have fun. Grapple on the Z-axis.
I think the story doesn't really revolve around one people. It's one person, a bunch of mini stories, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's vignettes. But they all kind of are a part. Yeah, they're vignettes. But still, it looks interesting. It looked interesting. Please don't pop through Tails' head anymore. I love how most of the music from Horizon Zero Dawn kind of is indistinguishable. It all sounds the same. I like it. I love that game. But it is just like, it's not a game about musical pieces so much as ambient sounds. So it's just like stuff is happening in the background. There are little events, but it's not like bombastic or defined like a Sonic the Hedgehog or even Kingdom Hearts score. Meticulously placed. Oh, I see. That's supposed to be the piers over there by Sea Salt. That's the Sea Salt. What's it called? Like that level that's on Stilt Houses, but I can't remember what it's called. Sea Salt Bay, right? Yeah, okay. It actually looks like a straight Sea Salt. Tails lives on the southern peninsula of. Yeah, but I can definitely, because it has like a lot of the same, what's the word we're looking for, landmarks as the original game map. It has like that feeling of, this is like a more accurate map. The other one was kind of like a truncated world map for something like Mario.
Right.
And we can make that argument. It's like, well, that's actually what it looked like. Like, the other map was drawn by Tails when he was a child and didn't know much about cartography. But he's learned since. Oh, the lighthouse. Nice touch. People will recognize this from Cocoa Coast in our demo. See, that's where the lighthouse goes. And Tails lives in a little cove.
Thing goes. Nothing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna have to do this. Yeah, okay.
Oh, why did I eat that? Yeah, it does look like that. He needs to.
Oh. Tails ate a 7-layered crunch wrap. What? Now, no, Tails looks like me after eating a bunch of Taco Bell. Oh. I see. Later. Tails. Okay, he was saying goodbye to the other people. I'm so sorry. I'm not keeping up with this. It was like 10 minutes ago you said all this. See that face?
That's your job.
Why did I eat it? I don't know. Look of God, why did I eat it? Yeah. We're so close. We're so gosh darn close to doing this. This is almost like I'm so close to done, and it's a great feeling, but
So far away.
there's so many. There's just something. I don't know what it is. What's causing it? But we are close to making the eyelids work, and I'm excited about that. And I'm excited about that. And I want to share my excitement with you, all of you guys, you know? What if I did something like...
That'd be super cool to have that model done. I want to see what it looks like in action.
Yeah, no, that's the goal
That's the-
here.
Yeah.
You are in. What you're saying is like, this is what I'm feeling. I can't wait to actually. Oh, do we not have X-axis on? Oh man.
What? Sinistrous.
Good.
Get into the mirror testing.
Oh, you're playing Control still. Okay, right. Right.
Yeah. This game is far more interesting than
Than you thought it would be.
Borderlands.
Oh, it's a little more lore intensive. I'll give it that. You know, it's Borderlands is pretty straightforward as a shooter, and this one.
Kill these things, get the loot, and we'll have some loot humor, and then we'll do that over and over again.
Right, and it's funny for a little bit, and then you kind of get over it, and it's like, all right, what else you got? Not much, actually. Like, oh, okay, thank you for that. Oh, no problem. You can't tell I was being sarcastic. No, I don't get that. I don't get sarcasm. It's either a fart joke or nothing for me. Okay, thank you, Borderlands. You're welcome.
Okay.
Isn't it so cool and random? Like 2000 freaking 9 humor? You're not into that? What do you mean you're not into that? Everybody likes that.
2009.
I remember, like, back when I was in high school, it kind of, lol, I'm so random.
Oh yeah. Oh, wasn't that random? Does that make it funny?
Like,
no.
no. Just means you
No, it
didn't.
doesn't.
It just means you didn't put any effort into it. That's all that means.
Yeah, there was just no effort into it. You took no effort, and no effort usually isn't funny. Usually.
Usually. I mean, sometimes it can be, but it's a rare time. It's like, it was an accident. It was random. And, you know, recreating random events on purpose defeats it, right? Defeats the point. And can't happen, really. So, there's things going on in there. Can I just say that I'm happy about Team Fortress 2 finally getting an update? I'm amazed that they're still making updates for Team Fortress 2 instead of making, you know, Team Fortress 3 or something with their new engine and all of their money, all their amazing amounts of money.
Shit, man.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto. But Grand Theft Auto isn't nearly as egregious as freaking Skyrim at this point. It's like, could you guys just make something new? Like, nah, we're good. Are you? Nah. No, we're not good. There's something wrong. Something deeply wrong. Oh, so... Like, this is a mixture. This is what this is. This is like some formulation of eye movement stuff. And, I'm sorry I spent the entire stream on this one thing, but I've gotten so close to actually getting it done, you know, I didn't want to move
I got
on.
a lot of work done this stream.
You did! That's awesome. I can't wait to do another stream where I'm not working on his eyes anymore, and then we're working on something like Sea Salt Village's actual aesthetics. Because that'll be taking us just a little bit closer to getting some concept art that we can start building stuff around. I really don't know what the updates are going to be about, though. Yeah, they're probably just going to be so it works with the new Windows 10 update or something. And doesn't crash. Ooh. What is so different about these things? What is... Oh, I see. Yeah, alright. That makes sense, then. That makes sense. That would do it. That'd do it every time. Just remove that, then.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, there it is. Not even
Nearly
funny.
killing myself with this darn rocket launcher. 'Cause the radius
Arm.
so
Yeah,
big.
I mean, it's explosive. It's like, yeah, well, it shouldn't hurt me that much. Blowing up enemies is my thing, not the enemy's thing. How are we supposed to differentiate ourselves now? What's going on? Do you guys understand the rules of games?
I am liking the rocket launcher though.
Oh. Wait, you have a rocket launcher?
It's called the Charger, right?
Oh, the charge. Yes. Oh, right.
Yeah, the Charge.
Right. It just like
It
it
is-
plugs
that
into
is what
3
it
little
is.
things and it shoots the things. That,
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely.
It's an infinite rocket launcher.
Just infinite rockets. I mean, you know, until it needs to cool down. But a cooldown is not the same thing as running out of ammo. Significantly less of a hassle.
Well, I can't get there yet. Wait, transfer south corridor?
That's connected. Are his legs connected yet? Have I done this part? No, I haven't. Okay, well. How about before we leave this stream, which I'm going to end in a few minutes here. With empty, oops, sorry. With empty groups. No, stop it. Go back. That was wrong. Bad. No bad. That was a mistake. With automatic groups. Automatic waste is what I wanted. There we go. Now. That moves. Yes. Yes! And then we're going to do the same. Like, the only difficult part is his face. Everything else is going to be really simple to set up. It's just... because his body is just, well, it's just tubes. So Blender has no trouble rationalizing that and be like, oh, this is all I gotta do to make this work.
Tubes.
Tubes!
Tubes and circles.
Tubes and circles, everybody knows it. Yeah, it didn't cause that much of a problem. There might be some issues, of course, but I can work those out, Babylon, though. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna work on this when we get off air. Also started working on a Mugen project. Very cool. You did tell me about that a while ago. Alright. Where we at, Katon? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm very confident in this map.
That's good. This is good. That's
Yeah,
looking...
it's looking pretty cool. It's looking... I like how it's even more like the original map, but it also expanded detail. I like that.
Right. So we got Region 4 over there in the middle of this, like the trees. Very good. The Region 2 is on the other side. It's like it splits those things across the side. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See? Yeah. So Region...
Windmill should be a little closer to the mountain.
Just move the
We have
text
to have-
over.
We have... Yeah, that's about it.
Move the text over.
Yeah.
Don't... Because yeah.
Yeah, that looks close enough for...
Yeah, because Region 2 is Rinville Village, right? So, like, it incorporates those trees, apparently, too, and also the brown area. I don't know if this is supposed to be different
We can
terrain.
put the rocks and stuff a little bit north of the village, and then we're close enough to the mountain for stuff to happen, and then... Yeah, cool.
Yeah, the floating... Yeah. You're talking about Rocky Archipelago. Sure,
Yeah.
sure thing. And, yeah, we can justify just about anything being anywhere at this point.
Then we got this massive city that's kick-ass.
Right. The small village on the east side, big city on the west
Oh,
side.
I see what you did there with the Sea Salt's little bay area. Now we can put a whole level there, which is what we had planned. That's great.
Yeah.
Like there's this docks and stuff. Like I guess Sea Salt Bay. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of them
Salt Bay.
technically have a bay. Sunset Park has a much bigger bay. Bigger bay in
Did
Sunset.
he put Sunset Park just on the island there? Is that what he did?
I don't know what that means. Is that for there?
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna ask you what the reasoning behind Sunset Park was.
If it's not on the island, that's just fine.
Yeah, that works then. That's fine. Keeps us from having to be. Yeah, it's like it's on its own little island by itself. Sure. No worries. I like it. It feels good. And then, of course, up in Region 6, we'll talk more about what's there. And then, of course, it's like heavily wooded and also got some rock features there. And we can definitely get away with that kind of stuff. It's like, yeah.
No, oh my gosh. Can I hate giving suggestions. Why do I do that? Why do I put a little bit of the mountain peak to show out the top of the clouds?
Oh, coming up. What's wrong with suggesting?
Like,
Just
that's
suggesting.
mountains.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, because he's the artist and I'm not, so I feel like I'm not qualified to.
This is a collaborative effort. You fool.
You know what? I am entirely in agreement with Cat on there. But, yeah. So,
I'm a fool.
oh.
Yeah.
You know Katon can't call anyone a fool without pointing the finger at himself. I mean, seriously. But I want to add one thing, if I can add a suggestion. Up in the north, I would like to call that area, even though it's not technically, Caron Woods.
Over here.
Yeah, and that kind of region there. And that's for
Caron.
Yeah, Caron. Yeah, Caron.
What does the Charon mean?
I don't know what that means. It's just the name of the region in Tales Adventure. There's like a place called Caron Woods.
Okay, cool. So now we have, yeah.
Yeah.
Even if we never go there, that's cool.
Right, and of course my reasoning was because in my description for Region 6, that's where it is. And I was just thinking, what if we put that kind of up in the northern part? And then this was like,
Neat.
it's really dense, old forest that people don't necessarily go to or live in. So that's just a thought. But
Now we have to have something in the top right, and then we have the whole map filled out with cool stuff to see.
top right,
But I don't know what's up there.
top
Yeah, like northeast.
northeast. Yeah, I guess I don't either. Oops.
Like
Special zone.
Rocky Archipelago could be the east of the mountain.
Could be.
Easily.
This is something, just a thought. You don't have to actually do this, but just imagine maybe in a future map, maybe the mountain range is just a little bit extended. Maybe there's just rocks there. But I guess you're wondering, like, maybe if there was a gameplay reason to go over there. Maybe there wouldn't be.
Well, we could extend the mountain up to there. Yeah.
Yeah, just make it
I just want
bigger.
to add there's cool stuff all over the place, and then up there it's just like,
Yeah, it's just the desert. No one lives out there. It's just weirdly cut off from the rest of the island. It's the final boss zone. No.
I'm like, well, nothing's up there. Then Katon just deletes that part of the island.
It's
What's
just
up there?
gone. It's like, what?
Oh, like, okay.
Yeah, I
Now it's
definitely.
just water now. You happy? I'm like, oh my gosh, that is.
Yeah, really. I'm sad. But I definitely like that. It's easier to see everything, and we can play around with, theoretical level placement and locations. Yeah, because obviously the levels aren't all going to be represented in this map because of the levels are going to take place in their own place. The game's not open world, so we don't have to really worry about exact locations of everything. We don't want it to feel plausible that the levels could exist here, though. But I do like this. This is very good. I feel like this was a pretty productive live stream. The variable productivity was quite high. So,
Variable is right. So kind of it varies
yeah.
quite a bit.
Hence the name. I was like, variable productivity live stream. So, thank you all for coming out today. It's been lovely to have you and to talk about this project and various other things. I have been Rodalus. Joining me today have been Katon and Rocket Pal and
You've been Rodalus.
Cryo and a bunch of other people. You know, well, I'm sorry. Let me not just hand wave. Fallen for Freedom was here too, and Jinxed forever. Once again, thank you all for coming. I've been Rodalus, and you have been wonderful.
And you've been wonderful. Goodbye.
Why do you always want to do that? I don't take stuff from you. Anyway, goodbye.